And this evening, a little different opening.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't like hype, but get ready. You are about to view the top football game in the Rio Grande Valley this season. Let's get started. Hello and welcome. We are live on YouTube tonight. We are at Bobby Maury Stadium. We are in San Benito, Texas. It is live high school action courtesy of K-West. And tonight, two teams, identical records, undefeated. Weslaco High School, the visitors, they 9-0. They 4-0, that is, in district, going against San Benito, the Greyhounds, the host team, with the identical same record. Along with Football Fred, I'm Scott Harrison, and we have tonight the two top running backs in 32-6A. They happen to be none other than Eli Rodriguez Jr. He has rushed for over 1,400 yards, 21 touchdowns, and he is, of course, with Weslaco. And Fabian Garcia, he has rushed for over 1,300 yards and 17 touchdowns. Football Fred, what great running backs we are going to see in action tonight.
They are both gifted, talented running backs. A little bit of a difference if you add the... I'm not picking one over the other, I'm telling you now, but I'm telling you, different styles in running. Eli can get across the corner and takes off, and more of a finesse runner. While on the other side, Fabian Garcia, a little bit bigger, stockier back. Again, same results. Hey, it's going to be a great matchup. This feels like the playoffs have finally begun.
It's sold out, and our quarterbacks are very even, at least as far as passing statistics.
Yeah.
All right, you've got Adam Corona and also Andy Sepulveda. Corona for the Greyhounds, Sepulveda for your Weslaco Panthers. Both have thrown for over 1,000 yards. Sepulveda, he has thrown for 10 touchdowns. Corona, 12 touchdowns. Talk about the QBs.
If you had to pick a difference, you mentioned a lot of similarities. I think when the Panthers need a play, they need something, they go to number two. They go to their quarterback, Sepulveda. I think that's the big difference. Corona's got his gifts and it's got its talents. But on the other side, when they need a play, they will go to their quarterback, Weslaco High will.
And we see that Weslaco lost the toss of the coin, and they will get the ball first. Greyhounds deferred. And our weather tonight, ideal. It's about 74 degrees. What else do we know?
It's 63% humidity, so it feels just about right. Hey, east-southeast winds, 10 miles an hour. Down here, we call it short weather with a light jacket on, if you like.
Okay. Ball will be kicked off toward the north end zone. That's where Weslaco will get it. They'll be heading toward the south end zone where the scoreboard is. Very nice stadium. Weslaco in their white uniforms with the purple helmets. And, of course, we have, gold and purple for the home team.
Yeah, lots of purple on the field.
Right. And
lots of it.
Where are our officials from tonight?
We've got a couple of guys that we're going to talk to here about as soon as the night goes by. We definitely want to give them credit. We're going to wait for the kick here. Then as soon as it comes and the offense comes, we'll tell you who they are. But, hey, the fact that it's a 12,000-seat stadium.
Yeah, 12,000-seat stadium. Bobby Morrow.
That is amazing. The kick is away.
All right, there's the kick. It's underway, and it's going to be taken short. Weslaco will start at their own 35-yard line.
All right, referee Javier Chirinos, umpire Luben Garcia, head linesman Freddy Martinez, judge Chevo Alvarado, line judge Dennis Cantu, field judge Mario Dillon, and the back judge Gabriel Garza. All these guys were mutually agreed upon, both Coach Gomez and Coach Stroman. They're a good crew here from the Rio Grande Valley chapter. Nice to see them.
Right. Roy Stroman, his 5th season with the team, and he is going for his first district title. Weslaco, they haven't won a title since 2015. And Dan Gomez, he's been around like about a decade, right?
Yeah, he's been here for some time.
Of course, he's the Greyhounds coach. So it's going to be Sepulveda. It's going to be play action, has the ball. He's going to keep it, and he is going to get 5 yards to the 40-yard line.
Right off the bat, that's what we got to see. This is aggressive defense, so we'll start breaking it down for you. what the defense for Weslaco against this offensive line. They like to go in a 3-man line. They like to do that off the beginning. They like to start Patrol Reddick on the defensive line on the right side. They go have Castilleja on the other. And right in the middle, they have their own Devin Silva.
And Christian Garza made the tackle. He leads with 78 tackles for the Greyhounds, including 3 sacks. And it's going to be another play, but this is going to be a fumble, and it looks like the Greyhounds have recovered.
Right. So the worst thing that could happen to you on a first possession just happened to Weslaco, a fumble right at the 35-yard line. Again, just couldn't hang on, and that was we'll kind of tell you what happened here. Sepulveda was given to Eli. Eli never really had hold of it, and I think Sepulveda wanted to give it to him, but that was nothing there. A lot of purple jerseys. So the first turnover of the night happens to Weslaco. Now, this is interesting. Weslaco High, one of the better defenses in the district. Really have them here both tonight. We'll see how Weslaco adjusts to this running attack that these Greyhounds bring. Number 4, watch him, Fabian Garcia. He is a playmaker.
And the ball is at the 37-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds. And we see Fabian has it, but he goes nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's Darren Hanks. Hanks is a player who's a senior. Him along with Pablo Cadena, I feel, are going to have their chances one-on-one. I think the Greyhounds are going to have to double a couple of those guys.
And, you know, that is a tackle for a loss. And you said Hanks, he so far this season is doing very well. He has 5 tackles for a loss and 1 sack. And I'll tell you what, that was a good time for that to happen.
Yep.
We watched the field goal kickers warm up before the game, and they were good, from about 40 yards
about
maybe?
40 yards, yeah.
Yep, so, again, want to hold him. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. This time another running play, and we don't see Fabian get much at all, maybe a yard or 2.
Yeah, this defense, remember, one of the biggest ones. We've seen a lot of football over the year. And I think this Weslaco defensive line, the only line that is bigger physically, I think is PSJ North in 5A. Everybody else, it's right Weslaco right after that, and then you get to pick whoever you like. But that tells you the size of this defense. Going up against a smaller, only 2 seniors on this offensive line. The rest are juniors for this Greyhound offensive line.
Ball at the 36-yard line. Gain of 2 on the last play. So it's going to be 3rd down and 9. Again, Corona at quarterback. He's going to hand it off, and that is going to be a gain of a few, but still no first down. Fabian Garcia again.
I think it's too far for a field goal. I think within range, but I think you've got to go for it if you're the Greyhounds here. You were given a gift. You say, look, if we make it, great. If we don't, I think Coach Stroman said it was going to be a battle of field positions. So I wonder what they're going to do here. Watch the movement that they come up line here. They're staying the same type of offense here.
Matthew Garza on the stop. It is going to be a 4th down and 4. And again, they will go for it. But now there is a timeout. And, of course, Garza's had a good season for the Panthers. Panthers overall have had 32 tackles for a loss. And Matthew Garza's had some himself, obviously. And again, he's had 4 sacks too, so Garza, we're going to watch for him a lot tonight.
So early on, Weslaco basically doing what they have to do. They kind of stop you on 3 downs, and then after that, what they want to do is really basically from here on out come up and try to play that pass. They don't want you to be one-dimensional. They want to be able to throw the ball if they can. At least they want you to on defense. San Benito, though, is a talented team. We just talked about Corona. He can make some things happen here. Let's see how they attack this. Corona and Garcia are in the backfield.
And we're actually playing for a trophy tonight.
Yeah.
This is for the district championship. Weslaco already knows they're in the playoffs. They'll be playing next Friday night, I think about 7:30 against Mission. But you get a trophy, and now we see the play, and there is going to be no game.
Now, somebody's saying that there's a fumble, but it doesn't matter because the ball turns over on downs. Weslaco High defense right off the bat showing what they can do.
Yeah, was that
Cadena was the guy that was there. Hanks beating Hanks all the time.
Right.
Yep.
So Fabian didn't get much this drive, did he?
Yeah, big stop here. Big stop for this defense. Weslaco has to feel pretty good about to kind of hopefully taking care of that turnover now, erase it and move on.
1st and 10 at their own 30. They've got trips to the left. Sepulveda at quarterback. To his right, he has Eli Rodriguez Jr. This time he'll throw, and we are going to see, I believe, pass batted down.
Yeah, off the edge, Devon Robinson. Keep an eye on him. Now, an adjustment already on defense for San Benito. They like to play 3-man down the defensive line. You see them, 95, 50, and 33. That's Rade, Castilleja, and Silva. But they like to bring off the edge, make it a 4-man line as Devin Robinson.
And Robinson, of course, is their second leading tackler with 73, but their leading sacker with 9.5. We mentioned before, Christian Garza leads the Greyhounds with 78 tackles. This time, Sepulveda is going to keep it, and he is going to get several yards.
I think that's going to be there a good part of the night. They have to be able to run with Sepulveda. Why? Because we'll see it again on the next play. They're bringing 6, 7 guys to the line trying to protect themselves against that run.
So
on the opposite side, you have something open on the outside. Guess who has the ball? Is the quarterback. So let's keep an eye on that and how many times Sepulveda keeps the ball.
Gain of 5 on the play. 3rd and 5, ball at the 35-yard line. It is in Panthers territory. Again, moving toward the scoreboard side of the field, the south side of the field. Again, empty, or actually Rodriguez in the backfield. Sepulveda will pass it down the right side, and it is caught.
No.
All right.
Good attempt, though.
Yeah. All right, it was Jaden, right?
Jaden got to see. Check that. I think that's going to be Frankie. He's away from our side. Right. Frankie Trevino went up high for that one. Tried one-handed.
Again, it's at the far side of the field, a little hard to see.
Now, there's another thing that we wanted to kind of address.
Right.
Here, Wesco is going to try, go deep. They have size advantage over those corners. One-on-one matchups, they like to play a lot of single. So the defense, or San Benito, showing its might here, too.
And Frankie, of course, having a good season. 16 catches for 218 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now he'll punt the ball. It was 4th down and 5, and the ball is going to be down. We'll see where, inside the 20, back around the 15-yard line. So long field for the home team.
So the fumble is erased, basically. We start all over again, basically on offense. Both teams have had a chance on offense. Both teams have had a chance on defense. So you feel yourself out. The coaches are thinking, okay, so how do we adjust? Obviously, this front for Weslaco, just like for San Benito, is tough. That you see on the opposite side with San Benito, they're coming with a lot of pressure. We'll see that on defense, but now they're on offense. Let's see how they attack this now. They will make some changes in the backfield. I believe they're going to run all night tonight with Fabian Garcia. They have other guys, but I think they're going to focus with him.
So at the 14, it's 1st down and 10. Adam Corona at quarterback. Big week last week. Completed about 17 out of 18 passes. This time a running play, and it's going to be good for about 5 or 6. And guess who?
Yeah.
Fabian Garza.
They're going to run him. Yeah, they're going to run him all night tonight. It's something interesting to say. We'll mention this now. Coach Stroman, in talking on our conversation with him, said this. Some of you that are fans of high school football remember Trevor Spates. Mm-hmm. So this is what he said. We're implementing the Trevor Spates game plan. Trevor Spates went on to play Division I.
Yes, he did.
And so on and so on. They feel that
Campbell wasn't bad either, his brother.
Yeah, they feel that he can be that type of player here, so they're trying to implement that.
2nd down and 7, and guess what? Pablo made the tackle.
Yep.
All right. And this time a run over on the left side, and it will be maybe a little short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and they like to do this. This is their strength. This is what they like to do. They understand that, just like on the other side with Eli, all he needs is a crease, and he's got the speed to go. One of the better rushers in the Valley. You have him, as you mentioned, here at the beginning. 2 of them right here, but this defense for Weslaco understands that. They're playing a 5-man line, 4-man line. They bring up linebackers. They're not shooting the gaps just yet. You're letting their defense kind of take care of it.
Gain of 4 on the play, 3rd down and 3. Ball at the 21-yard line. Corona quarterback, man in motion. And this time he'll have the delayed handoff. And it is going to be close to 1st down, but I think a little bit short.
Yeah, I think so too. Now, at this situation, this brings up a 4th down. Now, this is interesting.
Yeah, Garcia the runner.
This is it's interesting call because this is going to be short, but just a little bit, if anything. Is Weslaco going to try? I mean, is San Benito want to ask for a measurement?
Yeah, we'll see. They put up on the scoreboard 1st and 10, but I'm not sure about that.
I think he needed to get to the 24-yard line. Maybe just got there. That's what I thought. Maybe just barely. If he got it, just barely. We'll see here. And as they stretch it out here, it's going to be a 1st down.
All right, so you needed, I think, about 4 on that one. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, it's a nice pickup there. And again, nothing on the screen. See, you kind of see here, well, there's nothing really going on, but this is what they do, and this is what Weslaco does. They try to stop the run, try to make you pass. and somebody has to blink right eventually. We'll see how that kind of turns out. Impressive defensive stance for both here early on. A fumble early on for Weslaco High was erased because they were able to kind of overcome that. They made a nice stop inside the 30-yard line of San Benito. So nice play there.
1st and 10 at the 24. Quarterback going to hand it off, and we see nothing going at that time for Fabian Garcia.
Yeah, right in the middle. Right in the middle. This guy is something else. Miguel Rodriguez. He's one of these guys that has, we said earlier, he's a champ in the wrestling, not the wrestling, the wrestling, high school wrestling. And he's got some hand movements and some feet movements, and he's strong too. You saw Fabian here. Not many times you see him going backwards. That's
no gain.
Yeah, no gain there. So that tells you this defense has got some size on him. Let's see how this offensive line handles him.
2nd down and 10, ball at the 24-yard line.
You got to be careful here. For Weslaco, they might try something here.
All right, midway through the opening quarter, it's going to be a pass play, and it's going to be complete. Going to pick up several on that play.
And that's an extension of their running game. That's what they like to do. They like to throw it out there and then run.
Atticus De Leon on the reception. Yeah. He's listed as an athlete. Talented guy, can do a lot of things, play quarterback, running back, fullback.
Yep. 3-year team player.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of experience, can play all over the place. Yeah, very valuable player here for the Greyhounds.
All right. So it's going to be a gain of 4 on the play. Make it 3rd down and 6. Ball at the 28-yard line. We've got 2 wideouts on the right side. This time handed off. And Fabian is going to get a couple, but he'll be short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think in this area, I think Coach Gomez understands this is going to be about field position.
By the way, Rodriguez in on the stop again.
Yeah, he's been active. He's one of those guys that has a lot of strength. Didn't play much. He was hurt early on in the season, so he's got some fresh legs along with Cadena, who's out there as well. They rotate. Remember, they go 12 deep. 12 players deep on that defensive line. So they've got some bodies they come in and try to kind of overwork you with, and that's what they're hoping tonight, that this offensive line, which is a little smaller than Wesco, as a matter of fact, the smallest offensive line in the district, Coach Gomez said.
All right, 4th down and 4, ball at the 30. Derek Yanis, he is going to be punting. 7 punts this year for 155 yards, averaging about 22 yards a kick. And here it goes. It's up. And let's see where it will land. It's going to be down, a short punt. We said he's not the longest punter, and that's about his average. Ball is down at midfield.
So let's kind of now, as San Benito came up and tried to run the ball here, and good play here by the defense. Now, again, 1-2 defense. 1-2 defense. This is what you get. However you want to rank them. Doesn't matter if you go San Benito 1, Weslaco 2, or you go Weslaco 1.
Well, let me mention this defense. Both teams give up just about 200 yards a game and give up about 12 points. So there you go.
Yeah. So no wonder Coach Stroman said this is going to be about field position. And so far,
it's 1st and 10. Eli Rodriguez has it, and he tries to go over toward the left. And he's going to actually get a little bit of yards. Thought he'd be stopped for no gain. Maybe got 2.
You see the athleticism on this defense for San Benito. This is what makes them who they are. They are very active. You have a couple of guys right there. Armando Garcia, their leading tackler, number 27. Number 10, we just talked about him, Devon Robinson.
And you know who tackled him? Devin Silva.
Yeah, Devin Silva from number 50.
Yeah, defensive lineman, not number 0.
Yeah, not agent 0 for Wesco. Yeah, that's right.
Right. All right, it's going to be 2nd down and 8. This time it will be Rodriguez once again, waiting to break one of the big ones. He's had a touchdown run of about 85 yards, but again, just picks up a couple.
Yeah, again, just Weslaco also has to be patient. Weslaco also understands that they have to understand that they will get what they can only give them, right? This defense is going to give certain things. So take those.
And the guy who punts made the tackle that time, Derek Yanis.
Yeah, they're all over the place. Again, look at this defense come up. They've got almost everybody at the line. Look at this, only a couple of guys
So it's
back.
Going to be 3rd down and 4 coming up. Ball at the 46-yard line. And it is right now in Greyhound territory.
Hey, watch the single coverage. Watch the coverage down here on the bottom, for example. I'll give you Justin Elizondo, the young possession receiver. He's down here one-on-one. A lot of these players are one-on-one. See if what happens here.
Well, a little screen pass this time, and it's going to be a nice gain. down to the 25-yard line, and it's Eli Rodriguez. So on that play, got about 21 yards on the reception.
So there's more than one way to skid a cat. Let's say a panther, right?
Yeah.
You send it to Eli on a flare pass, and they're focused so much inside, go outside.
On the year, he has 8 catches for 154 yards and a touchdown, and now a quick play that's going to get about 5.
Yeah, quickly, Elizondo, we were talking about him. I feel in this offense, the way they're running now, he's a very valuable tool for this offense. He's a possession guy. You know, he comes up and runs real sharp, tight routes. He could be the guy on this offense.
Brandon Hernandez makes the stop after the 4-yard gain. Brandon, you said, is a pretty good player for them, right?
Yeah, they really talk a lot about him and what he's able to bring. He's a playmaker. These defensive back guys, not very big, but man, can they play.
So ball at the 22-yard line after that gain by Elizondo. And again, lots of fans here, sold out stadium tonight. And we see Sepulveda is going to run the ball maybe, and he is running out of time. He is finally going to be down at the 25-yard line, sacked for a 3-yard loss.
That's fine. You'll take that. And the reason you say that is because there's nothing down the field. So there's nothing down there. Don't throw the ball. It's going to be crucial. These possessions are going to be crucial for you. Try not to give the ball up as much as you can. So one of the things that he saw was, hey, nothing there, take off.
Mondo Garcia with the sack. So it's going to be 3rd down and 9, ball back at the 25-yard line. Again, in the closing seconds of a very fast-moving first quarter, no score. Empty backfield. Sepulveda has it, and he gets around the defender. There's a penalty. Looks like it'll be against the home team. Sepulveda gets down to the 10-yard line.
Well, I thought maybe there was a hold right around there.
I think a hold by Weslaco.
Well, it's a face mask on San Benito.
All right. So half the distance to the goal on the face mask penalty.
Christian Garza, I would say probably, if not their best tackler on this team, leading tackler for sure. Just kind of
78.
He grasped up there, and he missed grabbing Andy, but he grasped his face mask.
Again, I meant 78 tackles this season.
Yeah, 15-yard penalty.
Okay,
now.
So the ball's at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal for the Panthers. You hear their fans in front of us. We're on the visiting sideline saying, go, go.
People are still coming in.
Yeah.
Can this place hold everybody? I don't know. We might have to do it from the top of the stadium here in a little bit.
24 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. No score. Sepulveda has it, and he's going to keep it. Yes, and he will fall ahead for maybe a yard.
Good tackling up front by number 33, Petrell Reddick. He's one of these young guys, just a sophomore playing off the edge, and he's got some size, got some speed. Weslaco is happy with running Sepulveda there. Why not? That's going to end the first quarter.
And Petrell Reddick also in on the tackle. We'll talk about them in a minute. But first, we have gone through 1 quarter of play in the game that's going to determine the 32-6A champion. And right now, no score between Weslaco and the Greyhounds of San Benito, but Weslaco knocking on the door. This is a K-West production. Now, one thing I do want to mention, we mentioned that Reddick had the tackle. There's a couple Reddick brothers on this team for the Greyhounds, isn't there?
There's a couple of guys. Patrick Reddick is one of them, then Petrell, who plays defense now. His brother, Patrick, plays tight end. He's number 88. So the guy we just saw on the tackle, and he's very active, just a sophomore, is Petrell Reddick, number 33, who plays defense. He's the guy we're going to mention quite a bit here, or at least early on here for the Greyhounds.
Now, what do you think? Are we going to see some sort of rollout, or are we going to get a run by Eli? What do you see with your crystal ball?
You go with what got you here. You dance with the person you brought to the dance with. You take him in. I give it a number 6.
I feel like it's homecoming night or prom. 2nd down inside the 5, and this time Eli has it and looks like maybe a little short.
Yeah, that's a nice play there. Number 27 came up and did a great hit. We're talking about Mondo Garcia and how good he is.
They had the sack a few moments ago.
Yeah, he's a linebacker, and he stood up. Eli there. And those bells are kind of scary. But they mean one thing. It's time for that San Benito defense to step it up. It's going to be a close one here. What's 3rd down and about at the 2?
Yeah. Christian Garza also in on the stop. So it's going to be 3rd and goal to go from the 2-yard line.
I follow big number 51, Diego Salazar, the strongest guy on the team. Follow 51. That's what I do.
Well, it's going to be a sweep over to the right side, and he is going to be down, maybe got a yard, but he's still going to be short of the goal line, Eli Rodriguez Jr.
Yeah, see, we keep talking about how good both defenses are. You're seeing it there. Getting a yard is it's going to cost you. Hey, so do we – I haven't seen it all year, but do we have the tush push? I mean, it's possible. I mean – do we go for a field goal?
Haven't some players got injured trying that this year?
I mean,
in the pro level, I'm talking about.
Do we have the Panther push tush? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm going under center, and I'm doing the quarterback sneak.
When you interview Coach next week, you got to ask him that.
Do
all
we
right?
have the Panther tush push?
All joking aside, 4th and goal to go from the 2-yard line. Doesn't surprise me there's a timeout.
Yeah, Coach wants to talk about it.
And, by the way, Bobby Morrow Stadium. This is named after a great track athlete.
Yeah.
He went to the Melbourne Olympics back in 1956 and won 3 gold medals. All right. And I did want to ask you real quick. This stadium was named after him, opened in about 2006.
Yes.
But there used to be a place called Greyhounds Stadium. I read it was torn down this year. You've actually been to the old Greyhounds Stadium.
I loved it. I was there as a broadcaster. I was there as a spectator. And one of the things that I kind of always looked is the fact that type of stadium is right in the middle of town. So right next to the high school and that kind of stuff, it felt cozy. It felt warm. It was small, but man, I remember some great games as going back when we did the radio thing, and then of course as a spectator as well. It was a fun place.
Over 1,300 people watching us right now, Football Fred.
Yeah, there's a lot.
We
of
appreciate
people.
every one of them watching
this
on YouTube.
They couldn't get the ticket, and so that's okay. We're the next best thing. It doesn't smell as great as being in here and the smells and sights and all these other things, but we'll try to give you our best take on what's happening here. Now, it's a big 4th down here.
4th and goal to go from the 1. 10:31 remaining opening quarter, no score. Going toward the north end zone, away from the scoreboard. Sepulveda calling out the signals, and there's a flag.
Yeah, that's going to change things, I think, the call.
False start.
Offense. Number 6, 5-yard penalty.
So false start on Eli.
I think you have to go get points. I think in this game, points might be something that might not be allowed.
All right, talk about their kicker.
Yeah, their kicker has been steady here all
not that many field goal attempts.
Yeah, the offense. Julian Betancourt was out there. He was warming up. He was hitting these extra points, basically an extra point.
Okay.
See how he does.
This is going to be from 29 yards. Am I right on that? And it is good.
That's a knuckleball. I'll take it. That's 3 points that are very.
With 10:25 remaining here in the first half, it is Weslaco over San Benito here in Greyhound territory, 3-0. This is a K-West production. Talk about that last drive.
Yeah, so we saw aided by a penalty. That's going to matter. I think tonight penalties, turnovers, field position is going to be magnified. A 15-yard penalty is going to be damaging to a defense because, remember, they don't give up 15 yards very rarely. Both defenses, they don't give you very much. So when you have a penalty like that San Benito did, this gives you 3 points. Weslaco had an opportunity to punch it in, but again, you see how stingy this defense is for San Benito. Weslaco, I'm sure, is looking at things. So is Coach Gomez on the other side and trying to figure out each other's defenses. That's for sure.
How does this compare to the 2015 Weslaco team that won the district last time?
You talk about leaders that you had on the team. They went on to play at different levels, right? Here, Weslaco might not have the biggest name. They have a couple of guys, obviously, that are big names,
right?
But they play as a team. Watch out here. It's got some speed. Fagan does.
It's going to be returned, and it's down to about the 34-yard line. So it was a nice return by Fabian Garcia, who, again, will be the running back.
Yeah, he'll be all over the place.
He plays receiver sometimes. He's actually their leading receiver. Let me see if I can find the stats. So far on the year, he has 14 catches for 348 yards. 14 catches for 348 yards, 12 touchdowns. That's receiving. 2 catches for 97 yards and a touchdown last week.
So if you're San Benito, are you patient? Do you still follow number 8, Adam Corona? I would take that Adam Cortez, who's playing tight end. Do you still follow him into the hole here? We'll see how they attack this.
So Fabian has it, and he will get about 4 or 5 yards on first down.
Yeah, this again, you're going to have to give up some yards here and there. And they're going to give up a couple, but they don't want to give up any of the big plays. By that we mean.
By the way, I want to mention Pablo Cardenas on the stop.
Right.
He's one of your favorite players.
Yeah, he is. He's overcome a serious injury. He's been able to put that together, and now he's able to go out there. He had 2 games Coach said, to get fit.
Right.
He played just a couple of games early on, and he got hurt, but he's back, and boy, is he in shape now.
So gain of 3, ball at the 35-yard line. It is going to be 2nd down and 7, this time a pass play, and there's only going to be a couple yards picked up on that reception. Great defense by Weslaco.
Yeah.
It was Atticus De Leon on the catch.
They're going to play some single as well, and Weslaco is going to be okay with it. Agent 0 out there, Devin Silva, is making a nice tackle. They have to be good, make good tackles. You cannot let San Benito get away. That type of play is designed to get yards after the catch. It's
right.
like a run. If you miss a tackle, then you're in trouble. So
only gain of a few. It's 3rd and 4, ball at the 38-yard line. Again, Weslaco up 3-0. 3 minutes here into the second quarter, and there is going to be timeout called.
I'm interested in seeing, as San Benito called the timeout,
right?
How patient Coach Gomez and Coach Johnny Garza, Coach Benny Ellison, the offensive coordinator, are going to be with what they want to do.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Corona can throw the ball.
Let me say this. Last week, 16 out of 17 for 295 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Do you save that now? Do you play conservative now? Do you stay, hey, if we don't get a first down here, next, what do we do? Do we give the ball back to Wesco in decent field position? That's all the type of things you got to start thinking about on offense. But do you open it up a little bit? Do you take a risk with it?
Okay.
That's my question. At what time do you say, okay, guys, we're still going to do what we do, but let's throw a wrinkle in there. I wonder if this is the time.
Last week, Weslaco over Brownsville Hanna at home, 44-6. San Benito over Los Fresnos, 30-14.
Watch Cortez. Where Cortez goes, usually the ball goes.
All right, so on 3rd down, here's the snap. Once again, it's going to be Fabian Garcia. He will be very close to the first down.
Devin Martinez, number 99, is upset at himself, basically. He said, man, I had him in the backfield. Sure did, big fella.
Yeah.
You had him. He said, let's try this all over again, man.
So we got about 5 on the play. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line, still in Greyhound territory here in the second quarter, moving toward the north, actually to the south, toward the scoreboard.
So, again, they're being patient, and they're giving you 2 guys in the backfield. I mean, what guy in the backfield is Fabian back there, and then they kind of spread everybody around. Garcia's back there.
All right. Man in motion for blocking purposes, and Garcia is going to gain about 3.
So notice again, this is not something that the Weslaco Panthers don't know. I've said it before, a great play there by R.J. Guzman, and they rotate players coming back in for the Panthers is number 92, who's had a good game so far, is Miguel Rodriguez. But watch where the tendencies of an offense, right? You start seeing them away. Usually we've seen where Adam Cortez, their athletic tight end, goes, and on a run play, they like to go behind him. Watch him line up now on the left side, on the left tackle side. See how they attack this now.
So 2nd down and 7. Cortez, by the way, has 3 touchdown receptions this year.
Going to go the opposite way.
Yeah, here's the running play by Garcia, and he is going to be just short of a first down. Gained about 6 yards on that rush.
A lot of movement now. They checked it. See that? We're seeing Adam Cortez now go one way, and they go the opposite way. They go away from the strong side. So it is trying. San Benito's trying to do certain things now.
Another one of your favorite players in on the tackle, Chris Luna.
Yeah, Chris Luna is impressive. From day 1, basically, game 1.
He could play quarterback.
He can play quarterback. He's another guy that they should put ATH next to his name,
yes.
athlete. He's that kind of a player.
So 3rd down and 2, ball at the 49-yard line, just inside Weslaco territory. This time going to be handed off, and Fabian's going to fall ahead, gets the first down, picked up a couple.
He might be a little short. Depends on where
so?
they mark it. Well, right now where they mark it, that is short.
Okay, so his knee must have gone down early.
Yeah, that is short.
He was reaching out, but the knee must have hit early.
They're going to have to measure again. Hey, the chain crew is getting a lot of.
Yeah.
We should have gotten their names to. They were going to be that involved tonight. It's the second time here in the game that they're going out there and measuring and saying, like, hey, finally we're getting some action, right?
Well, this kind of game, boy,
inches,
so
right?
much on the line. Yeah,
Inches, yeah. I think he's going to get it, but it looks short from where they marked it. They're going to stretch, and that's a first down right there. Yep. First down.
First
so again,
down, yeah.
Being patient, San Benito's being patient. San Benito understands that, hey, this is our game. We pick up first downs here and there, and then we try it. Said earlier, we saw their field goal kicker for the Greyhounds, number 14, Jonathan Suarez, the senior kicker, kicking from about 40 yards.
Right now they have a different guy that does kickoffs, right?
Yeah, they have another guy. His name is number 34, Elias Olvera, just a sophomore. He might try something. It depends on
they
the
both
scenario.
were warming up.
Yeah, it depends on where they're at the spot, but I believe it'll be Juarez when it comes down to it, if need be.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line. And once again, Fabian has the ball, and nothing doing that time. Did it get loose? I'm not sure, but
no. He's a tough guy to bring down.
Yeah.
We said he's a tough guy. You got to wrap him up. He's got some signs on him. Doesn't look at it, but he's got some weight. He's a strong guy.
On the year, 132 carries for 1,306 yards, 17 touchdowns last week. In the victory, 24 carries for 127 yards and a touchdown. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Josh Rivera and along with Ryan Gonzalez, man, those guys can fly to the ball. So when they hit you once and you continue to stand up, the second level is going to be a violent hit, and that's exactly what happened. We'll keep an eye on that. If anything, maybe sometimes the ball will come loose with those types of hits.
Ball at the 46-yard line in Weslaco territory. And again, Garcia has it.
Got to wrap him up.
And he gets around one guy, and he is going to go. He is down at the 15-yard line, so he gains about 31 yards on that gain.
So basically what they did is they sealed the edge. They sealed the edge. They figured if we can get him outside, we can get him going here. And they press it out to the outside, and Fabian he's got some speed just like Eli does.
Yeah.
Goes outside. So again, this is what they're doing. They're being patient and running the ball, trying to wear you down as much as they can here are the Greyhounds.
And when they spot it, winds up to be about 32, 33 yards for him on that rush. That's the biggest offensive play of the night, isn't it?
This defense has been out there for quite a long time, over a half of the quarter for sure already.
So first down and 10 inside the red zone at the Weslaco 12-yard line. This time another running play, and it is going to be a touchdown. But this time a different running back. It's going to be Atticus De Leon.
Yep.
He goes 12 yards for the touchdown.
Atticus is another player that they bring off. And we said earlier, they have different players back there.
Yeah.
Fabian he needs a breather every now and then. So he's going to get other guys in here.
Atticus, 21 carries for 130 yards, now his 4th touchdown of the season, so he's gone over about 150 yards. Last week, 1 carry for 19 yards and a touchdown. Doesn't rush that often, but makes the most of his attempts.
Right, when he's there, he can be deadly. As you describe his numbers, we await the extra point here.
It's up, and it is good. So with 5:22 remaining here in the first half, it is the home team, the Greyhounds of San Benito, over the Weslaco Panthers, 7-3. This is a K-West production. And again, I guess a big play in the drive made the difference, and then maybe that gave momentum to San Benito, because then there was another good running play. They had 2 running plays at the end of that drive for about 45, 46 yards total.
And I think this is that possession belonged to, obviously because of the touchdown, belonged to San Benito. Why? A couple of reasons. The main one is this is exactly what they want to do. They want to keep the offense for Wesco on the sideline. They want to keep the defense on the field, tire you down, and try to run on you as much as they can. That possession was exactly what San Benito wants to do to you.
Well, you know what? Now, I am surprised. That run by Atticus, that was the first time I think tonight anybody has run the ball besides Fabian Garza, right?
Yeah, Garcia.
Garcia,
right.
I mean, Fabian Garcia.
You're right. You're right. There's nobody else that has touched the ball.
Yeah.
Even on the kickoffs.
Yeah.
It's been Fabian.
So it's been Garcia all the way, and the first time they give it to somebody else, he finds pay dirt. So who's kicking off now?
Yeah, they're staying at this point with Jonathan Suarez.
Okay, so Suarez kicks it off, and the return is not going to be much. On the return that time, it is Joseph Leal.
Right. So now Weslaco says, okay, we've had a little bit of time to look at their defense. So far, what they've been doing, if they stay true what they started doing, they're showing you a three-man front, and then they bring the linebacker to the end. So they're basically playing with a four-man line.
Okay.
And then they like to bring their linebackers, which, by the way, are basically safeties. They're a hybrid bunch of guys that can really tackle and are fast.
Yeah.
Mando Garcia, Robbie Leal, all those guys right in the middle there coming at you.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Handoff to Rodriguez, and he is going to be down at about the 33-yard line. Good open field tackle.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about. Christian Domansky, one of the senior captains on this defense, coming up from his safety spot. He'll play the safety spot. He'll play the edge spot. He'll play corner. Again, they make those nice plays out there. They have to do the same thing, make tackles.
It looked like Rodriguez Jr. was going to get a big gain, only got 2. But again, open field tackling, it's an art, but some guys do it well. All right, we've got a slot over on the right side. Rodriguez Jr. in the backfield, and Sepulveda at quarterback.
So they're giving you a 4-3 look.
Yeah. He drops back this time, and he is going to throw it downfield and cannot find his receiver, but there is going to be a penalty. Aiden Morales was the intended receiver.
Yeah, that's going to be a hold on San Benito. Again, they're playing single. They're playing single coverage. The corners are whoever's out there. Domansky or Hernandez, any of those guys.
Prior to the pass, defensive holding. And by the way, Morales, nice year he's having.
Yeah.
10 catches for 156 yards, averaging over 15 yards a catch and 5 touchdowns.
I believe we're down to 4 minutes already in this. What is the second quarter already? This game is flying by.
Now it will take another 2 hours to finish it.
Thanks for jinxing it.
Yes.
Right?
All right, we're at the 40-yard line, actually 45-yard line, and there is going to be a running play that doesn't get much.
So again, it's Weslaco now. It's the same question. There's a flag away from us, back at around the 40. That's usually on the outside.
Yeah. Rodriguez ran the ball.
Usually a motion penalty.
Illegal formation. Offense.
All right, illegal formation against Weslaco. 5 men in the backfield.
Replay, first down.
So it'll be now 1st down and 15 with the 5-yard penalty.
Now, we haven't had it, and I don't even want to mention it at this point because nobody's said anything about it. And it hasn't been a big deal, but the play clocks are not working at the end.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that.
And so the back judge, who's right behind the quarterback, is always, or the official that's in the back, will always raise his hand and tell you there's 10 seconds left. They're keeping the time on the field. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not as we get towards the end in a close ball game. But we'll see.
1st down and 15, ball at the 40-yard line.
Again, is Weslaco going to be patient with the running game? Or are they going to continue trying to move things?
No, you're right. Jaden Garcia, wide out on the right side. Throw down toward his direction and can't quite get it. It's out of bounds.
Is incomplete.
Playing on the outside, that's going up for Christian Domansky on a 1st down. Why not? Trying to, and I said they were going to have to try at least taking a shot a couple of times.
And we've seen Jaden with some good games this year. So far this season, he's had 12 catches for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns. I expect good things from that young man, don't you?
I think so. I think they got it. Yeah. They've got something there.
And by the way, I do need to mention this. This is the RGVSports.com game of the week. San Benito came into this number 2 in the region, and Weslaco was number 3. PSJ North, obviously number 1. All right, we're going to have a potential passing play, and it is going to be caught at midfield, and it's going to be a nice reception that time. And Garcia with it, but short of the 1st down.
Nice
gain of about 5.
Yeah, nice patience by Andy Sepulveda there, number 2. He understood he had some green in front of him. He could have taken it, but he waited for his receiver to cross across the middle. It's a 3rd down and about 5 or so.
Yeah. They'll move it at the 49 in territory of the Greyhounds, and so actually they're going to give us a good spot. It will be 3rd down and 4 coming up. And again, Weslaco trying to get their first touchdown of the night, already have a field goal. Dropping back to pass, And running the ball, Sepulveda almost caught from behind, but he will fall ahead to about the 38-yard line. Gain of 11 for the first down.
We said at the beginning of the game, some of the differences between Corona and Sepulveda, two different quarterbacks, but
let me give you his rushing totals. 46 carries for 295 yards and 6 touchdowns. The game was in control last week. He didn't even have to run. First down and 10. He drops back. Long haul on the ball. And it's caught. Caught at the 5-yard line. It looks like 33-yard gain.
Yeah,
oh
number
my
5,
gosh.
that is Ethan Cardenas.
Ethan Cardenas. Haven't called his name yet tonight, but a valuable part of the team.
Weslaco moving quickly, up tempo, not letting defense
Going to be at the 8-yard line. Slots on each side. They give it off to Rodriguez, and he will go nowhere.
And right in the middle of things, Petrell Reddick, the young sophomore, coming up and making a play. You got to put a body on him. You got to do something. He's very active right now in the middle. He'll move from his end spot into the tackle spot. So they're moving some of these guys around here.
And, you know, Ethan Cardenas, he has 17 catches for 120 yards. So, again, he got about another third of that on the one catch. So we are going to have second and goal to go from the 9-yard line.
I need me some Andy Sepulveda here.
You want to see him run, huh?
I need to see him run. If there's going to be some things, they're playing zone, they're dropping back.
Three tight, double tights, 3 on the right. He's going to drop it off, and it is it caught?
No, dropped it.
All right.
Nice effort, though. I will tell you, that was the nice effort there by Ethan Cardenas.
Yes, it
coming
was.
Across
it was
the
down
middle.
at the 2-yard line.
So a couple of things are happening. As we'll see here, the defense. A couple of things are happening. When they drop to the zone, the middle is wide open, and he can go. When they bring everybody, that middle is open again because there's a big gap in the middle because everybody's coming.
All right.
So I think that's where Andy's trying to see.
3rd down 9. This time, not double tights. They put a wide out on the left, 3 on the right. Back in the backfield. Do you like when they go double tights?
I do.
I'm not talking about on pass plays.
I do like it because they're going to spread you out. They want you to spread you out, and I think they're going to try to see if they can maybe get Eli on one of that pass outside. I'm saying, all right. I'm running with 2. That's what I'm running.
This time they've got a slot on the left, trips on the right, empty backfield, and we have a timeout.
Man, oh man.
Timeout.
Let me tell you, man, this is interesting. A couple of things, and again, let's go back to what San Benito's doing. I think Weslaco was trying to figure this out. So the defense, they're very aggressive. So when they go with a 4-man line and 3 linebackers, they're saying one of 2 things. We're gonna come at you with 4, and we're gonna drop 3 into coverage. So around that time is when you want to run, right?
Okay.
When they give you 4 and 3 and they come at you and they're coming from different angles, which they've been doing most of the game,
right?
And they bring different guys. That's when the middle is going to be open for Ethan or anybody that kind of rolls around there to find something. Right. So I wonder if Weslaco will try to exploit that a little bit more, depending on what they kind of look at.
Yeah.
That zone drop that they're dropping in there, that gives you some gaps. You got to find the little area, a little pocket, if you would. But I'm still sticking with number 2. I want to see him run.
By the way, Dan Gomez, their head coach, 11-2 last year, 4-1 in district. In the playoffs last year, beat Taft from San Antonio, right?
Yeah.
38-19, but lost to Westlake. That's Drew Brees' high school, former Saint, 44-7. So we are going to have 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line. Again, 2 wideouts on the left, 1 on the right. Rodriguez in the backfield. And this time, Sepulveda trying to find somebody open. He's going to run, and he is not going to make it.
Yeah.
Pass incomplete.
I said, run, Andy, run.
Pressure put on by
sometimes I think Coach Stroman and Coach Banya, the offensive coordinator, are going to talk about this. There's been some plays where he's been able to go down there and make some plays. He just hasn't done it quite yet.
Right. But
that's why some things have opened there for him.
Pressure put on that time.
Yeah, Christian Domansky, again, the senior captain for this defense, is making those plays. And see how the field goal goes here.
Field goal attempt from the 15-yard line will be a 25-yard attempt. It's up, and it is good. So, with 55 seconds remaining in the opening quarter, it is now the Greyhounds of San Benito 7, the Weslaco Panthers 6. This is a K-West production.
Now, this is interesting because we thought coming in, both defenses, obviously, just as advertised. They're one of the best. As a matter of fact, the way they have them lined up, you pick the numbers. PSG, North, Weslaco, San Benito, it doesn't matter. These are the 3 top teams in the Valley right now.
Right.
And their defenses happen to be some of the top squads as well. So that kind of goes together, you know?
Yeah.
You have a good defense. You usually have a pretty good team. And then it helps that you have really good running backs. That's another one. And then you have pretty smart quarterbacks on both sides. So that's very positive. Hey, just a reminder, tonight, whoever wins, San Benito or Weslaco, that trophy is here.
It is.
I
What do they call it?
The Golden Football.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 32-6A district championship trophy. So it's made an appearance. It came in right around the time that we thought it was going to be. Oh man, that's crazy. Watch the kick here.
It's up, and it is going to be taken at the 20, brought back to about the 35-yard line. So that's where home team will start with 49 seconds remaining. You know, they've got a couple of other good running backs we're talking about, the home team. Aaron Garza, 83 carries for 579 yards and 12 touchdowns, plus Angel Trevino. He has 70 carries for 555 yards and 7 touchdowns. Are you surprised you haven't seen them tonight?
Yeah, I haven't seen them yet. And at this point, I think they're sticking to the game plan. I got to give it to Coach Gomez, Dan Gomez of San Benito. He's got a game plan, wants to stick to it. You know, got him 7 points. Weslaco has done what they can as well. It's got 6 points. This is what we thought was going to happen, basically.
Yeah. Well, people asked me. I told them I thought this would be a close game.
Yep. Take a shot here? You take a shot?
Yeah, I would. They've got wideouts on each side. Corona goes back. Pressure. Runs the ball. And he is going to get a few yards, maybe 5 or 6. By the way, Corona doesn't run much.
Yeah.
On the season, 12 carries for 40 yards. Last week, 4 for 6.
Yeah, he's the quarterback that wants to stay and make some plays in the pocket. He's good at that. But
Josh Rivera on the tackle.
But he'll take off.
So it's going to be a gain of 5, second down and 5. He'll throw it to the left side, and it is broken up. The intended receiver on that particular play was Justin Montemayor.
Yep.
And he does play sometimes. Not a lot of catches, though, again, you know, he does get in there a little bit. And on the year, 5 catches for 85 yards and a touchdown.
Luna is getting...
Chris Luna was the defender, right?
He's getting as close as we can to a shutdown guy. I mean, he's that good. You have to remember, he's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
But he's that type of a player, and you're right, 22 seconds here.
3rd down and 5. Slots on each side. This time a handoff.
Atticus.
And it is going to be Atticus, right?
Yep.
And he's going to get the first down to the 50. So he gets about 10 on that.
Yeah. Just because you don't see number 4 back there, number 6 can do just as much damage.
The Weslaco 49-yard line. Another pass play. And it is going to gain just a few. And at that time, the receiver was Adam Cortez, the tight end.
Yeah, and so again, you can see that San Benito can throw the ball if they need to. I think they've been patient through the majority of this first half to do what they have to do. Now, we haven't seen Fabian. Now, coming in, I will say this.
By the way, Chris Loon on the tackle.
We haven't seen him out there anymore. Doesn't mean that he's not going to play. He's had a big.
Who's this?
We're talking about Fabian Garcia.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Coming in, one of the things that he mentioned was having a bit of a sore ankle.
All right.
You know, you've got to monitor
he's run
that.
a lot.
And he's run a lot here in the first half. So you've got to keep an eye on that. Obviously, this is part of the game plan, though. They do run Atticus de Leon quite a bit. He's another guy that they use along a player that we haven't seen. You mentioned him earlier. Is Aaron Garza, number 2.
I haven't seen Garza or Trevino.
We haven't seen those
and both
guys
of those players have over 500 yards rushing.
So maybe we'll see him in the second half. Maybe you're saving him for the second half, as they say. You know.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 5. Ball in Weslaco territory at the 43-yard line.
And as soon as we say that, Fabian's right back on to number 4.
Yeah.
But this time he's going to line up in the slant here. I think they're going to try a deep shot with him.
Empty backfield. Trips on the right, slot to the left. You got to go for the end zone.
You have to here,
Yeah, you only got 2 seconds left, obviously.
Yeah, and I think Coach Stroman saw that too. So back there you had Boquia, Matt Gomez, or back there for Weslaco High.
Regardless of what happens on this last play, because we do got to go to the break in a moment for halftime. Give a little bit of your analysis of the first half.
Well, I think this first half, you got to see what a lot of folks thought was going to be 2 really good defenses, and the score shows it. So a lot of these penalties, remember, some of these points for both teams have kind of come on penalties and miscues. This is what we said, the team that blinks first, right? The team that makes the mistake first. Looks like the other team is going to capitalize on it. So keep that in mind. Now, we'll see the halftime adjustments by both teams. But right now, status quo. What we thought we were going to see we're seeing now in these two top-ranked teams in the Valley.
It's been fun, that's for sure. We appreciate everybody watching on YouTube tonight, courtesy of K-West.
Somebody pulled out the air guitar. That was great.
Yeah, some good music here, some good rock and roll by our DJ, our maestro here at the stadium. All right, Adam Corona goes back. He's pressured, and he is going to be dragged down. Ball is fumbled, but that should be the end of the half.
Yep, that's going to do it.
Right. So Weslaco did the job on defense. And they will go to the locker room now. By the way,
nice half.
The sack was by Christian Jimenez.
Yep.
So it is halftime at Bobby Morrow Stadium. And it is the home team, the Greyhounds of San Benito, over the Weslaco Panthers, 7-6. After the bands perform, we'll be back with second half action. Along with Football Fred, I'm Scott Harrison. This is a K-West production. And we are going to be getting ready for second half action. Good evening if you're just joining us. This is a K-West production live on YouTube. It's for the District 32 6A Championship in Texas high school football. We're live from San Benito, Texas, Bobby Morrow Stadium, along with Football Fred. I'm Scott Harrison. At halftime, it's 7-6, San Benito, the host team, over the Weslaco Panthers. Both teams, they have perfect records, 9-0 overall, and they are 4-0 in district. Couple field goals for Weslaco. Atticus De Leon with a touchdown run in the second quarter for the Greyhounds. Football, Fred, I know there's other action going on right now.
Yeah.
Harlingen, they're having a battle with Los Fresnos, aren't they?
14-all. That was a halftime score. I was just wondering, hey, lots of people joining in from all over the place. Wanted to welcome everybody to our broadcast. We're happy that you're with us. Hey, one other thing, by the way, if you just joined us, what were you doing? That's my question on a Friday night with this big game. Hey, this is a district matchup. This is for everything. This is for the Golden Football. This is what you work for in the midsummer heat to try to be here and play for this district championship. So we expect some adjustments, I believe, and we'll talk about them as the go goes by, but it's going to be a fun one, I believe.
Well, we saw early when there was the toss of the coin, San Benito won and deferred into the second half, so they will get the ball back near their own scoreboard and be moving toward the north. Weslaco in their white uniforms with purple, and also purple and gold home uniforms for the Greyhounds. And Frankie Trevino will kick off, and the ball will be taken at the 10-yard, and it will be taken to about the 33. And again, good field position, and it's Fabian Garcia, the big running back. We talked about the fact that he has over 1,300 yards, 17 touchdowns. Meanwhile, Eli Rodriguez Jr. for Weslaco, over 1,400 yards and 21 touchdowns. Both running backs very similar, both not a lot of big yardage. I remember Fabian had a run of about 31 yards and set up the actual first touchdown. He took it inside the 10, and on the next run, De Leon went for the score. Basically, Fabian's been running the ball except for that big touchdown run. He's basically been the workhorse as the running back. And there he goes again, and he's going to get knocked down, Garcia, after about a 5 or 6 yard gain. And he is knocked down by, again, a guy in the defensive backfield. So, again, when you go that far deep, of course, it's Devin Silva. You'd rather see your linebackers, right, or your linemen knock him down.
So you see a couple of other things already. You hadn't seen this before. Fabian Garcia running up at the Wildcat, taking it directly, but quickly comes Corona back in the game. Now, Coach Gomez is something interesting. I like to go with a hot hand. In this case, Atticus De Leon would be the hot hand. We'll see if he gets the call here.
After the Wildcat runs 2nd and 5, and this time direct snap back to Garcia again, and he is going to get about 7 yards. So Garcia kind of being the running quarterback right now.
Yeah, so they're running him. Corona's in there, but he lined up to the left or the right. We went, wow, he's on the left side. He's number 7. He's your quarterback, but he moved. He's playing wide receiver. A lot of good plays there by this defense, kind of going low. You have a couple of guys. Cáceres is back there. You have some other guys coming up and make some tackles here. Brings up a first down. The Greyhounds are moving the ball here early.
1st and 10, ball at the 47-yard line.
They're going to keep. It looks like Atticus is going to keep it now.
All right, and this time Atticus will not get much. Falls forward for a couple. And again, we have a game going on tonight, right, over in Weslaco at Bobby Lackey Stadium. Wesco East is playing, and again, our rest of our crew is back there. I know they're probably peeking in to see what we're doing. We want to say hi to all of them.
Guys, thanks for peeking in. We were happy you're kind of watching along. We have Jimmy the Lawman. We've got, station guys, Zach and all the rest of the guys are from 710 are listening, watching tonight. So a lot of big folks from all across the place here watching us. But watch this now. Again, the adjustment. Atticus De Leon is playing quarterback now.
All right, a 2nd down and 10. No gain on that last play. And he has the ball. He'll roll to his right. And this time, he's going to be sacked for about a 5-yard loss.
And as I was saying that, they snuck in Aaron Corona and wanted to throw deep. He had Atticus out there, and he also had Justin Montemayor, but nothing developed there. First pass play, really, of the half here.
Matthew Garza gets the sack, by the way.
Yeah, that's he needs that kind of stuff here. He's your best pass rusher coming off the edge. And he's showing it there. Nice tackle for a loss here for the Panther defense.
And Garza, of course, got his share of sacks this year. He's done a nice job, and always like to see him going. Coming into this game, he led the team with 4 sacks.
Right.
So it's a loss, a big loss, and it's going to be 3rd and 14. And this time, a passing play, and it'll only be a couple yards. And passing that time is Adam Corona, and the receiver is Atticus De Leon, who moments ago was the quarterback.
Yeah, so they're switching people around. You saw Fabian Garcia play and this possession. Play running back. You saw Atticus De Leon play quarterback. You saw Corona playing his original spot, and he was also lined up as a receiver.
And now that was a gain of 1, so it's 4th and 13.
Wesco needs to get going on offense. We'll see them and how they adjust against this good defense for San Benito. Remember, some of the big plays Coach Drummond talked to us about was going to be, what we thought all along was going to have to be special teams.
Derek Anna's going to be punting. He'll get it off about his own 35-yard line.
Receive number 3 for the Panthers.
Ryan Gonzalez, no chance at it. And Wesco will get good field position.
So again, you come out. San Benito tries a couple of things. They wanted to feel things out. Wesco defense did their job. Okay, check that one out.
Wesco fans here ready to go. Cheering their team, even a few cowbells.
A sold-out Bobby Morrow Stadium. Is that fair to say?
What's that?
Sold
yes.
Out.
Oh, yes.
Sold out.
Both sides sold out.
Yeah, this is a true playoff game.
Andy Sepulveda at quarterback. Ball at the 31. Going to be a handoff and pickup of about 4 on that play to the 35-yard line. Eli Rodriguez Jr., and there's a whistle.
So they're going to continue to want to run. They kind of like what San Benito does. They figured, look, we've got to feed our guy. He's our best playmaker. Even though before the half was over, Wesco started throwing the ball. And I wonder if they're going to go back to that. They had some opportunities to really pick up some points, just couldn't quite get in there. Ended up getting a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Officially a gain of 3 to the 35. 2nd down and 7. Slots on each side. Eli Rodriguez Jr. in the backfield. Andy Sepulveda, the quarterback. This time he's going to be chased, gets away, and we are going to see a pass play, and not much on that.
Yeah, just picking up just a few yards, nothing there. And again, I think at some point, we saw it here. Eli Rodriguez just caught it, and he was out there trying to make a play.
Right.
Bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd down and 4. So pick up of a few, like you said.
I just keep going back to this, and I'm sure Coach Gomez and Coach Pena, the offensive coordinator, talked about, hey, Andy, if it's there, go. I know he wants to make the play. I get you. We'll see how he adjusts here. Again, 4 down linemen, 3 receivers, 3 linebackers coming at you. Wesco's been patient on offense, trying to kind of adjust quickly. Now they have another guy come up, so now they're playing the run. Watch San Benito. Watch what their linebackers do. They usually go into coverage. See if they go back into coverage here.
Double tights, trips on the right side. Now one of the tight ends goes out. On the left side, Sepulveda with the pass play. It's caught, but immediately tackled on that play. I believe that was Ethan Cardenas.
Yeah, he's going to be short by about 2 yards. He picked up some yards. Wesco, Eli Rodriguez saying, "Go, let's go."
Yeah.
I don't know though. I don't know if you want to do that.
The ball's at the 40. Still good 2 yards short.
Yeah, I think at this point you got to play some field position, right?
Right.
You got 6 minutes. 7-6 game. The game is still.
No, I agree.
It hasn't switched my way. You got to get rid of it and play some defense.
Mando Garcia in on the tackle. We've called his name a few times tonight. Frankie Trevino coming in to punt.
You got to get it to the expressway. They're going to go to a fake.
A fake.
That's a first down.
And that's going to be a first down. Wow.
Estebanes right up the gut there. They were not expecting that type of play. Tricky Panthers. Devin Estebanes, the young junior, was one of the guys that was one of the up guys.
And he didn't make it by much.
No. It just picked up really what he needed to get a first down.
So the ball's at the 42. Got to go all out on a night like this, my friend.
And I guess they listened to Eli. They just didn't give it to Eli.
No.
But he's all right with it. He'll take the first down.
Right. He's back in at running back, 1st and 10. And you don't know if that can be a momentum changer.
Look at how many guys for the defensive line here.
Yeah.
5 guys now creeping up. 5 guys. They're playing you close here. Look at everybody up at the line.
Going to blitz.
Yeah, looks like they're coming. Every single play.
Empty backfield. Sepulveda has it. He's going to keep it. Had a moment on the left side. It's fumbled.
Yeah, Weslaco was there, the center. Looks like Abraham Garces was the one that got on it. Now, check that. That was Longoria who was there.
All right.
Boy, yeah, that is on run play. I get you. You want to get him more involved. He's a great runner.
Right.
But at this point, that was a lot of tackler. Yeah, Keon Jones, number 15, was there.
For the Greyhound defense.
I get that point. So do you want to do this again?
Right.
I mean,
they're Devin Silva also in on the tackle.
For the Panthers.
So loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. Dropping back.
There you go.
Now running the ball and being sacked. Sepulveda down, about a 5-yard loss.
And I think that's what Weslaco saw. If he passes, if that tackle isn't made by that defense, by the way, excellent play.
Here's a couple of them made it.
Carmine Castilleja was there, along with, Devin Robinson, number 10 as well. They were there. He was there. So they were able to pick it up there. Nice play there. A lot of players coming back. Jake King was another guy that was there. Weslaco has figured out that if they keep rushing everybody, there's going to be green in front of.
3rd down and 18. Trips on the right side, slot on the left, empty backfield. And there's a penalty.
Offensive movement there. It's only so long you can stay in one spot.
False start.
Offense. Number 66.
So,
5-yard penalty.
Moving back.
Remains down.
So that makes it a little tougher for you, obviously. You have a sack now. You have a penalty. So Weslaco has what, a 3rd down and about 30, 25, something like that. So it's
By the way,
one.
regardless of what happens tonight, what an improvement for Weslaco this year. 8-4 last year, 3-2 in district. They did get to the 2nd round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
But a nice year regardless. Roy Stroman, 35-11 in his 5th year, 23-13 in district. 3rd down and 23. Sepulveda back to pass. Has a receiver open, gets it to midfield, and gets about 25 yards on that pass for the 1st down.
That's the guy they want to get the ball to. That's number 13.
Aiden Morales.
And there's going to be a hold.
Wait, a penalty?
That's a hold.
Oh.
Yeah, they were doing fine until they looked back and they saw that there was a hold. Wow, how many 3rd down and 25 plays?
So what was the penalty?
It's a holding.
Holding, all right.
It's a holding, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Sometimes what
broke
happens,
my heart.
The ups and downs of football,
Yes.
man. You're cheering one time, I was on the floor the next. I was like, what?
Right. So the ball is back to the 20 now. Has to be moved up to what, near midfield.
Yeah.
So it's a long way to go.
Yeah, but another one of those.
3rd down and 32.
I think you got to go after another one of those.
Well, they've got a passing formation in there, but they'll go with the run, and Rodriguez is going to pick up maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah, I think at this point they kind of understood that it might be tough for us to pick up over 30 yards on a 3rd down. So they decided to get some yards.
Latrell Reddick in on the tackle.
Reddick, one of the Reddicks in on the tackle.
Frankie, again, needs to aim for the side of the expressway, which is on the south side that he's kicking to. He's got to go that way as far as he can. And try to keep it away from the guy that's back there.
4th down and long.
That's number 4.
Yes.
Yeah, try to kick it behind him.
Fabian Garcia.
Yep. Brandon Hernandez back to receive a punt.
Oh, actually, it's Hernandez back this time.
Okay.
So they've switched it.
They switched it, okay.
All right.
Goes out of bounds.
Ball goes out of bounds. Nothing really there to return. No. It's going to be a short field here.
Yeah.
This is what we talked about.
41-yard line in territory of San Benito, all right?
Now, this is what we talked about. The fact that who has the best field position, we felt, coming in. Coach Stroman did too. Coach Gomez did too. Whoever has the best field position, they felt might be triumphant at the end. If that's the case, here with 2 minutes to go, late in the 3rd quarter, 7-6 score.
No score so far in this quarter.
San Benito's got the upper hand, at least as far as field position here. But what can Wesco's defense
let's look
do?
at the quarterback here. Is that Corona?
Yeah, they have Corona back there.
All right.
They have a couple of guys.
No, actually, it's Atticus.
That's Corona.
Was it Corona?
Yeah,
all right,
number
I'm
7
sorry.
is Corona, so they're going to give it to Fabian.
They gave it to Garcia. He gets a few.
Right.
Gain of about 4 yards on the play.
So again, they're happy with that. They're keeping your offense off the field. So basically what they want to do
Devin
is exactly what they're doing. They're continuing again.
For Weslaco.
A couple of players there came up and made some plays.
Down.
In on the tackle here.
Yeah, Devin Esteban is, and Devin, Coach Stroman said, hey, you know, I have a lot of kids that like to tackle, but this kid likes to tackle. Him along with Matt Gomez right in the middle there playing right now.
All right, so it's a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Ball around the 38-yard line in Weslaco territory. And once again, Fabian Garcia will get maybe a couple to the 35, still a few yards short of the first down.
Again, this is what they want to do. This is their offense. You say, why don't they throw it if you're a San Benito fan? Well, you saw them before. They like to run the ball. The game plan has been all night tonight. As we saw number 92, Miguel Rodriguez, come up. He's had a nice night, hasn't he? He's come up and made some plays here.
We've called his name a lot.
So big 3rd down here, deep inside, inside Panther territory for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be down around the 36-yard line. So 3rd down and 4 inside the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Trying to set the edge, trying to set the edge.
All right.
He's not going to get there.
No, not going to get there. Garcia a yard short maybe.
Number 4.
Now they're coming off the edge.
Got about 3.
You watch Atticus, they don't coming up. And he came up and made the play. But as soon as he came up, they're kind of coming off the edge and trying to get that corner. Aiden Gomez, number 14, right? He's one of those guys that was there as well.
Mateo Gomez.
Matt Gomez was there, number 14. He made a play. So it's 4th down and 1. Weslaco, I wonder what if you turn the ball over here, do you punt it? Do you play more defense?
No, well, I think you got to go for it now.
At this spot,
you got to, you want to be the champ, you got to act like a champ. But we'll find out in a moment. That is the end of the 3rd quarter of play, and it is Weslaco 7-6, trailing right now. San Benito. This is a K-West production. All right, while we have this moment here, Football Fred, the defensive coordinator, right, for Weslaco gave you a quote before the game?
Yeah. Coach Vento comes up, and he's always a guy. He's a character, first of all. He comes up, and he said, hey, Coach. And he says, guys, everybody's been telling me, good luck, Coach, good luck, Coach. And you know what I say back to them? I said, no, Coach, what did you say? He says, luck are for those to fail to prepare.
Oh!
That's what he said. I said, I haven't wished you anything. Why are you mad at me for it? I said, so he was trying to tell us how he feels his team is. He goes, this team is prepared. We started Saturday, last Saturday.
And when were they finished preparing?
Yeah,
when? Yeah. Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
Right. So since that time, it's just been working on execution, right?
So that's why you see the game with the way it is, and you can probably say the same thing if you're a San Benito fan about Coach Gomez, which is a heck of a coach, has a good staff. Can't say enough good things about the program as well as San Benito.
Ball at the 33-yard line in Weslaco territory, 4th and 1 as we begin the 4th quarter, and Weslaco calls timeout.
Yeah, they want to watch it. I think at this point you got to be careful. If you stop him here, that'll give you the ball back, and if you don't, that's going to give you another set of downs, and the clock will run. San Benito is content with getting first downs.
By the way, some football action last night?
Yeah, with scores that are meaningful if you're a Panther fan. Now, I will tell you this, man, 12 minutes left here, the 4th quarter. This is one of the fastest games I've ever seen. 8:45.
It is, you're right.
Time here at Central Mid-Valley of San Benito. Hey, Mission defeated La Jolla last night, 45-10. That's in 31-6A. Now, that's important because Weslaco, doesn't matter what happens here. Tonight, the game is for a district championship. The matchups are set up for next week. Get your tickets next week at Lackey Stadium. It'll be the Weslaco Panthers taking on the Mission Eagles at Lackey, 7:30 start time. So that was happened last night. If we look a little bit more further ahead, you have to. We'll get some of the scores again that we thought were important last night and get some other ones as well.
Sounds good. 4th down and 1. They're going to go for it.
They're going to go wide.
And it's going to be short. It is short. And we see that Fabian Garcia tries to sweep around left. He is pulled down short. Ball on downs, back to Weslaco.
Pablo Cadena. Hey, I ever said that it was nice to have you back? That's a nice play there by a couple of guys. Garcia's got all the speeds, got some power. But Pablo Cadena, he was a determined guy. Coach said, I don't have to tell Pablo anything. Sometimes, if anything else, I got to tell him, hey, guy, that's it. We're calling it a day. So, this Panther defense, again, showing why they're one of the top-ranked defenses in the Valley.
1st and 10. Ball at the 33-yard line. First minute of the fourth quarter. Eli Rodriguez with it, and he will be tackled for no gain.
So an adjustment here. We want to run the ball. I think if you spread him out and you try to throw, that's where the lanes have been. I think a design run against this defense has shown it's tough, especially if you want to go outside. If you haven't set the side and you don't have a tight end out there, or maybe you don't have Frankie come up, it's going to be tough there. Patrell Reddick, we've called his name all night long. Number 33, just a young sophomore man. Yeah, he's had a great game here. And again, 4 or 5 guys on the line now. Again, they're trying to slow down your running game. That's the whole purpose of this.
2nd down and 10. Slots on each side. No gain on that play.
Passing formation here for Weslaco.
Ball to 33. Empty backfield.
Now you go.
And there we go. And it's going to be spinning around only a couple yards that time for Sepulveda on the quarterback keeper.
I think there's something there, but you got to wait. If you're at it, you got to give it another second or two. Things are going to open up. You just got to make sure you get there. Christian Garza, who's been all over the field. He's our leading tackler for a reason, number 23, all over the place, man. He has been outstanding tonight. He's a senior captain. He's one of these guys that gives you everything you need, man. That's for sure.
3rd down and 7. Ball at the 36-yard line. Wesco trying to capitalize this time. Rodriguez in the backfield, slot on the left. Sepulveda back to pass.
I think now
got time, gets it off, and it is caught for the first down near midfield. A big gain, and I'll tell you what, you gotta like that catch by Jaden Garcia.
Jaden Garcia has been open tonight. Coming across, those crossers in the middle have been open, but you gotta give some time. On that play, the offensive line held together. They were able to slow down the defense and give Andy Sepulveda, the quarterback, some time to throw it.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a big gain of about 16. Ball to the 49-yard line, Weslaco territory, moving toward the north, end zone away from the scoreboard here in the fourth quarter. Taking some time. Let's hope that gives Sepulveda some real confidence.
Right, I think so.
And that line. You always like me talking about the line. Boy, they gave him time.
I'm watching the official to see if they call and raise their hand here. They take that snip off. There it is.
Sepulveda
That's what we've been talking about. That's been there.
He is going to get about 2 on that play. Explain what you were talking about.
Yeah, so one of the things that is out, and you might not see it on our cameras, but at the very end, there's 2 play clocks. They run down the play. Those have been off all game. So what's happening is now the official are keeping
no 25-second
right,
clock.
No 25-second clock. So they're keeping time on the clock. So what they do is the back judge, who's the quarterback is watching, who's on the opposite side, on the defensive side of besides San Benito, he raises his hand when there's 10 seconds left. There's 10 seconds, right? He raises his hand.
Yeah.
That's 10 seconds. So you've got 10 seconds to snap it.
Now we have a whistle.
Coach says, Gomez says, I don't care about that. Let me take a timeout.
By the way, the ball was a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 9 in San Benito territory. And you were talking again about what may happen in the playoffs. You talked about some of the scores.
So it's already set. Mission High going to Weslaco High next week, 7:30. That's your first round by district playoff round. Okay. Now we kind of go ahead a little bit, and you have to look ahead because you have to plan. If anything else, you have to ask for the day off and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
Alexander and Alexander and United Longhorns played last night. The Longhorns beat Alexander Bulldogs 35-15, and then San Antonio Jay lost to Brennan 44-14. So as of right now, if Weslaco was to win against Mission, beat Mission, they would play the winner of Laredo Alexander or San Antonio Jay. So that's looking 2 weeks
Where
ahead.
are some places 2 weeks ahead we might play, depending on who
if it's Laredo Alexander, the rumor is Rio Grande City.
Okay.
If it's San Antonio,
maybe Roma too.
If it's San Antonio Jay, that's right, Stark County. If it's San Antonio Jay, home to home, Lackey or the Alamo Dome.
So the Jay won't play at home; they'll play in the Alamo Dome. I broadcast a couple games from there. Even one when Garrett Wilson, who's now with the Jets, was playing against Weslaco. You're going to love if we broadcast from the Alamo Dome.
We've got a business to take care of here
yes,
first.
we do. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 49 in San Benito territory. Pass, and it overshoots the receiver, and it's intercepted. Greyhounds have it down to about the 35-yard line of Weslaco. Not sure who got it.
Yeah, that was a couple of guys back there. That looks like Hernandez.
Brandon Hernandez.
Yeah, that looks like, I was going to say he was a safety, so he's one of those guys that in the backfield, just overthrown there by Sepulveda.
Right.
A costly turnover.
Was Trevino the intended receiver?
He was. There was a couple of guys that were in that area, but just overshot by Andy.
Brandon, you've talked a lot about him when we talked on our meeting this morning.
Yeah. He's one of these players, Brandon, who's been there for some time. He's a guy that is a leader for this team.
He has 5 interceptions this season.
Give him another.
That's the current total.
Wow.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line in Weslaco territory. Pass this time, maybe the first of the night, going out to Fabian Garcia. Falls forward for about 1 or 2.
Right. They're trying to get him the ball. That's obviously very obvious to everybody where number 4 is. Now, it's interesting because Coach Gomez said, look, we're going to try to give the ball to whoever's got the hot hand earlier was Atticus de Leon. Now, we haven't seen him run the ball yet since early on. For Weslaco, Matt Gomez, he's been active here tonight. Number 14, middle linebacker, along with Estevanes.
Gain of 1 on the play,
Making some plays.
2nd down and 9, ball at the 34-yard line, again in Weslaco territory. This time, it's going to be handed off again to Fabian Garcia. Falls forward to about the 29, gains about 4 or 5 on that play.
And we can't state enough that both offenses have done a good job of trying to slow down these defenses. Both offenses. I mean, we talk about the offense that's out there right now. Said only a couple of guys came back. Diego Hernandez, left tackle. Your left guard, Ethan Reese on the other side. Your center, Carlos Vasquez. Coach Gomez said, hey, they're not the biggest guys. I can tell you right now, the smallest offensive line in 32-6A, holding their own so far.
3rd down and 5, ball at the 30-yard line. Adam Corona hands it off to Fabian Garcia, and he is going to break a tackle. Gets down to the 20. Looked like he was going to be stopped for maybe even short of the first down, but winds up about 10 yards.
Yeah, all he needs, as we said this earlier, like on the other side for Wesco, needs a crease. You got to get a crease out there. Devin Silva, Agent Zero back there, roaming the back area, coming up from his spot, making a play. So again, right exactly, run, and then run some more. We might be home by 9:30, guys. It's just the way this is going.
Ball at the 21.
No.
It's 1st and 10. Remember, Weslaco trailing by 1. 7-6, almost to the midway point of the 4th quarter. And with the snap, there's a whistle.
Yeah, it's a lot of false start coming on the other side, right side.
You watched warm-ups with me, and you're a good analyst. From the 2 kickers they have, what do you think is a fair distance for them to try and kick a field goal to make it? Because you watched him for a while.
Jonathan Juarez, I believe, is the guy. He's a senior kicker, handles extra points, and I believe he's going to do your field goal duties if need be. I think he's got to be, to have a good shot at it, he's got to be at least at the 30.
All
so
right.
He's already in field goal range. I believe the Greyhounds are in field goal range already.
All right.
So anything that you do, even if you don't do anything anymore, you take a shot.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So
it's going to be 1st and 15 at the 26-yard line following the penalty. Corona.
There's Atticus.
Atticus De Leon has it. He scored the only touchdown of the game as a runner. This time gets down to the 20, gets about 6 or 7.
And I thought we were going to see a little bit more of that this second half, especially because he was successful in the first.
He's listed as a quarterback, running back, and fullback.
Yep.
And on the tackle.
And if you ask him to, he'll take some of the equipment and help out the people over at the snack bar. Ryan Caceres made up there. That was number 3. Gonzalez came up and made the play.
All right, 2nd down and 7 coming up. So gain of 8 on that rush.
Watch Gabriel Covarrubias on the right side. See if they try to target him. When he's in there,
Atticus De Leon is in there. Gives it off to Fabian Garcia. And we'll have to see.
Fabian Garcia
gets down
with the run
past the 15. Still about a few yards short. So it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
So it's a player down there for Wesco. Noah Caceres comes up and makes a play. And it's just amazing. Again, we talked to Coach Gomez and how he plans to, Fabian does, to walk on here. maybe I'm even speaking too soon. He might even earn his way there.
Yeah.
The way he plays.
Where does he wants to walk on?
He wants to UTRGV once they open the program next year.
Okay.
He's one of these guys that wants to take a chance there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of the top talent from the Valley and Corpus.
Well,
and
now
some of the San Antonio.
there were a couple of twins from, or I don't know if they're twins.
North.
They're from North that just committed, right?
Yeah. So the Valley is getting to pick some of their better athletes from across just this area.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
What do you say? We go half season on the tickets?
That sounds good.
No.
Maybe we should get jobs working for them. Okay.
What?
Well, we do that on Saturday. You know, we'll do this on
Are you
Friday, do that on
kidding?
Saturday. By the way, we want to thank Vinny Barry
Yep.
tonight. Got us here safely, and now doing all the videography of the game
My
tonight.
enmascarado friend. Masked friend. Yeah.
And, of course, our new friend, speaking of friends, Joseph Hales.
Yeah.
He is doing our streaming tonight.
Joseph, I can't believe I got to put up with these guys. Hey, hey, Darren Hanks is coming off. He's a big player on this defense. He walks on his own power, which is good to see. He's such a valuable member of this defensive line. Has been there for some time. Him, along with Pablo Cadena, are a nightmare, if you ask me.
Yes.
Let's see if they go in that area.
That was
where
appropriate.
Hanks
Halloween was a couple days ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, let's see if they attack that area where Hanks would be.
Third down and 3. Ball at the 14-yard line. 5:33 remaining in regulation.
Third and short.
Quarterback.
Adam Corona in at quarterback. Has the ball. Hands it off to Fabian Garcia. And he is going to be down close to first down yardage. Let's see where they mark it.
I think he got it from where it's at. I think you do.
All right. He did get the first down.
So if you're Wesco here,
Yeah.
clock is running.
Right.
This has been exactly what we thought.
Each team has 2 timeouts.
The difference here, remember, the reason they have this possession was that turnover. That's the only reason. San Benito is where they are right now. And we see here the play was made by Josh DeVeta right in the middle there. So they need a turnover. They need a stop, obviously. Clock is running. Nobody's stopping the clock. Nobody wants to stop the
So
clock.
is it, it's first and goal to go. It looks like the ball's at the 9-yard line.
No.
So they cannot get another first down. Definitely in field goal range. And this time a sweep over the left side.
Fumble!
Great
Fumble!
fumble! And it's going to be recovered
Weslaco
by
got it.
Weslaco. Weslaco has it. Oh, my gosh. It looked like Darren Hanks.
My goodness, what a play. We were just talking about Weslaco needed. Well, thank you. That fumble, we just said.
It was Garcia fumbling it.
I mean, we were just talking about the turnover and what got San Benito here. And then a fumble, and Weslaco recovers. Now gives Weslaco the last chance at it if they choose to with 4:31.
Remember, 2 timeouts, still 4:31. Ball at the 17-yard line.
My recommendation, if you got heart problems or high blood pressure problems, take your pills now.
Remember, it only takes a field goal to win. I hate to say this already, but what would be the distance of our kicker, do you know?
That's at least 20-yard line to make it 30.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. We're already moving ahead. Trips on the left. Slot on the right. Empty backfield. Sepulveda gets the reception down, or gets the pass to his receiver. Morales.
He was down.
He has a first down.
He was down. Yeah, he was down. The official is calling it already there. Now the clock is running.
Yeah, what is this?
Somebody needs to stop the clock
Yeah.
or tell him to get up and go. Yeah, because the ball was down. I mean, the runner was down. So
Right.
that's what the official, the head linesman called and moving the headlines. That's what happened.
So Morales
Right.
with the reception for a first down.
Oh, you got to put that lid on that ball.
Yeah.
Got to put that lid if you catch it. They're coming after
Right.
it. They're coming
Yeah.
after it.
Yeah.
What a sequence of events, man.
Yes. That was a gain of about 10.
Jeez.
First and 10. Ball at the 33-yard line. Empty backfield.
Crosser open if he wants it.
Sepulveda has some time, has a receiver wide open on the left side. He is going to be at the 40.
It's a
He's
flag.
at the 30, and he's out of bounds.
There's a flag for a push in the back. Now it's going to happen. It's going to be a spot foul. It's going to happen there.
By the way, Morales got the reception.
And it happened after the reception, so this is going to be a flag that's going to happen. Should happen right in front there. We'll see if they call it there. The ball, he had caught the ball and he was running. Where the flag is where the foul happened. Let's see if they bring him back or if they're going to give it to them. They're going to back him up.
You can hear by the boos we are on the Weslaco side. We know who this penalty's against.
Yeah, I don't think I have to tell you.
No.
Illegal block in the back.
All right, illegal block in the back, offense.
Yeah.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
So
Yeah.
10-yard penalty from spot of the foul.
That's what I was saying. I was saying that where the spot happened, that's where you got. So
but
you
still,
move and get a
first down.
Yeah.
So it's not what we wanted, but it's better than nothing.
Well, that's never what we want.
No.
Doesn't work
38-yard
that way.
line.
It never does.
Still in Weslaco territory. Clock 3:31. We really got to do it on this drive, folks.
Panther faithful are going to start standing up here.
Trips on the left. Empty backfield, slot on the right. Sepulveda back to pass. Has some time. Is going to get it ahead to his receiver. Up to midfield. First down. And it's at the 30, the 25, the 20, the 10. It's going to be a touchdown. All the way for the touchdown. Panthers take the lead. Wow! Eli Rodriguez Jr. on the reception, and on that pass, 62-yard reception for a touchdown by Eli Rodriguez Jr. Are the Panthers making history tonight?
This place is rocking. Somebody hold on to each other.
Are the Panthers going to win their first district title since 2015? Too early to know yet.
I don't know,
but we are going in the right direction.
I don't know. We're going to ask Vinny if he saw it or not. We just couldn't. We just, there was a lot of Panther fans jumping as soon as Eli took off, wondering if Vinny was able to catch the touchdown, because there was a lot of people jumping up and down, and I wonder if we were able to catch it.
That was a touchdown reception.
This place is sold out.
That was his second touchdown of the year as a reception.
Literally, Scott and myself were sitting on top of each other's laps.
Okay.
That's basically how many people are here.
Real quick, because there's a timeout before the kick. Tell us about the play. Put it together.
It was just Andy being patient and getting it out to wide open.
He got it out to midfield, right?
That's right. Came up to midfield, got the pass, and then an excellent block thrown by the receiver outside. Looked like Trevino. And then Eli knows what to do with it if you give it to him.
Yeah, Eli, that is his second touchdown reception of the season. So he has 21 rushing touchdowns.
So it's 12-7. Do you go for a 2-point conversion
yes.
here?
Yes.
You have to go for 2, right?
Yes, that's probably why they took the timeout.
Yeah, 12-7.
Yeah, you got to go for 2.
And so Benny, can you see okay back there? There's a lot of people that are standing. I'm just wondering if
we are actually
the
in the stands.
You can see there's, again, we're saying this place is sold out. So I just wondering if he was able to see it or not, but I think he's being fair. All
right, they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Andy Sepulveda at quarterback has it, rolls to his right, and he may run with it. Tosses it into the end zone, and it's caught! Caught for the 2-point conversion. Wesco is ahead 14-7. Let's see who got it.
Right in the middle, it looked to be Ethan Cardenas.
Ethan Cardenas caught it for the 2-point conversion. So Wesco ahead now. 14-7, 3:16 remaining here in the fourth quarter. This is the game for the district title. Both teams with identical records this season. Both teams 4-0 in district. Whoever wins this wins the district title. Again, Panthers going for their first district title since 2015. This is a K-West production. All right. I tell you what.
Nobody's sitting.
Nobody's sitting.
I was worried. Let me tell you what I was saying. I was telling Benny, our photographer, who does a great job. I was worried because when that happened, the Weslaco fans erupted. And I thought they got into view of Vinny's camera.
Right.
That's what I
thought.
thought.
Well, Vinny's a pro.
Yeah,
if anybody's going to get it, it's going to be him.
Yeah, but I'm trying to go back and say why that's the case. There's no place to sit in this place.
No. I got to tell people that are listening, we're sitting at the top of the bleachers, and Vinny is right in front of the coach's box doing the videography tonight.
You might have seen a bunch of hands, a bunch of thunder sticks, nachos. I don't know what you saw. You could have. Watch the kick here. This is dangerous here.
All right.
Weslaco has to play.
Weslaco better keep their poise and their composure, because it's going to be at the 33-yard line after the kickoff where we see the home team starting. Again, 3:09 remaining.
Yeah. So Darren Hanks is back in there. Rodriguez is in there.
They have
Pablo
2
Carreras
timeouts,
is in
by
there,
the way.
and Devin Martinez. That's your defensive line.
Right.
That's your best defensive line. All seniors. They have a playmaker, a game breaker. You got to watch him, number 4. Corona is back there. He's your quarterback. They like to switch with Atticus every now and then to see if they even look at that.
Slots on each side.
Gonna give it to
hand off to Fabian
Watch out.
Garcia, and he's going to get a big run. He is down. Finally tackled at about the 28-yard line. So he goes from the 33 to the 28. And I'm telling you what, that's what close to a 50-yard run, isn't it?
Yeah. We said earlier, just like what they did, Weslaco did
and
with
Noah
Eli.
Carsonis, right?
Yep.
He gets them down.
Devin Silva had an opportunity as well to get him a little closer, but Fabian is a strong runner besides being fast. And it looks like that might be Cadena, who's, remember, he had been injured early and he just came back a couple of games ago, might be experiencing cramps at this point. It's a cool night. You maybe don't think as a player you want to hydrate, but you sure do.
No, you're right about that.
Yeah, and but there you see how quickly San Benito can score.
By the way, officially it's a 42-yard game.
Yeah. So 2:57 left. Weslaco just scored.
Yeah.
Here comes Pablo. Yeah, it's Pablo coming off. He's like this. I just got a cramp, guys. I'll be all right. Let me just get some fluid into me. Mm-hmm. Good to see he's all right. So yeah, we'll see Weslaco now. The defense, if they can slow down here.
Yeah.
And
remember, they've got to go for a touchdown. A field goal is not going to help.
Right.
Not going to help San Benito.
Right.
So it's kind of all for nothing. And you have to wonder, looking ahead, if they would score a touchdown, would they go for the 2-point conversion?
Right, 25-yard line, that's where they're at. Weslaco's defense has to play the best series of the year now.
1st and 10. Ball handed off. And this time, Fabian Garcia does not get much. Oh, it's Atticus. Atticus De Leon.
So they switch backs, and they have to. Number 4 just took off on a big run, but he's still in there. Mm-hmm. And so they like to use Atticus. He's a bit of a different runner.
Matthew Garza in on the tackle.
Yeah, Matt's been there all game tonight. He's had a sack already tonight.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 8, ball at the 23-yard line.
Clock is running. The San Benito Greyhounds looks like they still have there are 2 timeouts available while Weslaco has 1.
Yes, that's correct. So another handoff to Fabian Garza. Excuse me, Fabian Garcia. And he is going to get
number 4.
2 or 3 maybe.
Yeah.
Short of the first down by about
Clock
2
is
yards.
running.
Yeah, short of the first down by about 2.
Exactly 2 minutes left in this game.
Right.
Down about 2.
San Benito can score here, and I think they go for the extra point to try to tie it up.
3rd down and 2. Ball at the 17-yard line. Got to get it near the 15 for the first down.
Atticus in the backfield.
All right. This time it looks like it's going to be who got the ball that time?
Atticus.
Atticus, I thought so.
They had success at this part of the field.
Was that a direct snap to him?
No, it wasn't. It was a right to the quarterback.
All right.
But they've been going. They've had some success in that spot.
By the way, Devin Silva made the tackle.
They scored, as a matter of fact, before the end of the first half, on kind of a similar play. So they're following their center guard combo, and Atticus is right behind them. More fresher legs, I guess you could say, than Fabian is. Fabian's been running a lot tonight.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Fabian
1st and 10 at the 11.
Fabian is in the slot. Atticus is in the backfield.
All right. This time a handoff and a run toward the right side. Not much going that time.
Yeah, nothing there. Now it's interesting because you're running out of time if you're San Benito. 50 seconds left. 14-7. Weslaco just scored on a fumble.
Yeah. Did you see what ran on the last game?
Yeah, it was Atticus. Right.
I thought so. Right.
So basically, just to kind of go back, this happened very quickly. Weslaco threw an interception. San Benito moved down the field. We were kind of thinking, hey, they need to prepare and get ready on defense. We need a turnover, and boy, did they ever answer for that. Weslaco defense pops up with the fumble. Weslaco recovers, moves down the field. A few plays later, finds Sepulveda, finds Eli Rodriguez on a fly pass. Nice patient by Sepulveda, gets it to him. Touchdown, Weslaco goes for 2, and they make it. So it's a 14-7. That's what's got us here. And now San Benito has 50 seconds left to go.
And remember, on the last play, there was no gain. So it's 2nd down and 10 from the 11. They can get a first down inside the 1.
This is important. San Benito has 1 timeout if they choose to use it. 50 seconds. Let's see how this defense
we see
goes.
Corona quarterback, and he's going to hand it off that time. It looks like to Garcia. And he is not going to get much.
I wouldn't change it to anybody. I would go behind Fabian all the way through. Man, what a game.
Yeah.
What a game. We said earlier, unfortunately, somebody has to lose this game.
It's going to be at the 7th, 3rd and goal to go, down to 30 seconds remaining.
Everybody here in Panther Nation is standing up. Nobody. Everybody. Watch a pass right in
Here's
the middle.
a pass up the middle, and is it caught?
That's caught.
All right.
Right in the middle there. Number 8, that's Cortez.
Adam Cortez
tight
gets
end.
the touchdown pass, a 7-yard touchdown pass. So it is now 14, 13, 18 seconds remaining. We'll see if they go for the extra point or go for 2 points.
But right now they're showing extra point.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're going to go for the extra point.
Right.
But at least they're setting up for it. 14 is out there is Jonathan Juarez. He's their field goal kicker. He's the extra point guy. I think Coach Stroman wants to talk about this.
All right.
Yeah, he definitely wants to talk about it. I think they have an opportunity. They feel that.
So Adam Corona with the touchdown pass, 7 yards to Adam Cortez.
Right. So we'll keep an eye on here for you, Scott. See what happens because you're limited in your view. But again, anyway, the Weslaco now. I think Coach Stroman feels they might go for 2 here.
Yeah.
I think they might want to go for the win.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, at this point, right, it's a district championship. But you came in wanting to win the game. If you try your best and you don't get it,
right?
Okay, you tried your best, right? Mm-hmm. If you do get it, well, that's what you wanted to do anyway. So I think Coach Stroman is thinking he's bringing in a couple of guys to beef up the line. Martin Maldonado along with Devin Martinez are in there now. Bigger guys. Kind of try to slow down that running attack right up the middle.
Yes.
You have a couple of those guys. Matt Reyes is another guy right in the middle.
It looks like they're going to go for the 1 point.
I just don't think Coach Stroman was sold on it.
All right. Well, maybe it could be a fake.
Watch the fake here, folks.
Yeah.
They're gonna
who's kicking it this time, Warren?
He made it.
He made it.
It just went right through. That was a bad snap that hit the floor. Excellent pickup by Atticus.
All right, extra point is good. We have 18 seconds remaining in regulation, and it is now 14-all between Weslaco and San Benito. This is a K-West production.
Okay. So 18 seconds. They're going to get the kickoff. Maybe you hope that maybe somebody like Ryan Gonzalez, somebody like that can get it.
Let's talk about if we do go to overtime, how that works.
Yeah, that's looking very likely at this point. Yep.
Yeah.
So what will happen is it's not like the pros, right? It's more like college. Everybody gets an opportunity to go from the 25-yard line, and you get an opportunity, and everybody tries first, right? So they do the toss, and if you get to pick what you want to do first, offense or defense. And then you, let's say San Benito win the toss, and they say, hey, we want to do it. So they run, they score a touchdown. Weslaco then gets an opportunity from the 25-yard line, and they get to do the same to get a touchdown, right, with an extra point. Now, what is interesting, it changes. Now, I wonder if this is adopted also by the UAL, is you have to also go for 2.
At some point? Or?
On the second possession.
That's like college, right?
That's like college. So remember, the UIL follows NCAA rules and a lot of different things. So, I mean, we still got 18 seconds. We'll see.
Yeah, I know, but we just want to
but you're right. This is where we're headed. And usually you want to play offense if you're the team. Just depends on the philosophy of the coach here.
All right,
that's
here's the kickoff. Yeah, it's going to be a short
kick. And it's going to be Eli, and he's going to call a fair catch.
About the 23.
Yeah, so he's going to call it there.
You don't want to get intercepted, obviously, and somehow there being a last-second field goal. Do you just go to overtime, or do you try some Hail Marys?
No, I think you go to overtime. There's too much at risk here. You take a knee, and you play in overtime. And, we said earlier, this was the game of the year. Did you expect anything different?
Right.
At this point, it's exactly what we thought was going to happen, and what a game it is. It's one of those, it's one of those things that we knew might happen. We just didn't know it was going to come like this. But, hey, these teams are heading to the playoff. Let's say this. Game's not over, obviously. But
do we know who San Benito's playing?
It looks like San Benito is going to be playing Edinburgh North. At least that's the matchup, prior to the matchup. Coach Gomez says, look, I don't want to talk about that. I'm not even there yet. Looks like San Benito is the only one that had a timeout, so they're the only ones that played it. So,
they probably wanted to see if Wesco might be going for a big play or how they lined up.
Of course.
They had wideouts, trips, and somebody in the slot.
All it takes is one play right to get it down. Now, we're going to do our best here to kind of see. I think Wesco, I mean, again, I'm not the coach, right? And we've known Coach Sherman for a while. He might think the same thing. Hey, let's do a play that we practiced.
Yes.
Let's take a shot. we haven't seen something from Weslaco that we saw against Los Fresnos. They like to use some of their playmakers from defense, play offense.
Okay.
I don't know if this is the place to do that. Like, for example, a Ryan Gonzalez playing receiver, a Devin Silva playing on the slot. That's something they've kind of moved around with. They kind of played with.
Yes.
It's not necessarily part of their offense necessarily all the time. But you wonder if that's something that you want to take advantage of at one point. Do you try? I don't know. But as of right now, it doesn't look like it. As of right now, it looks like you're going to stick to what they have here.
18 seconds. All timeouts have been exhausted by both teams. Andy Sepulveda, quarterback, will hand it off to Eli Rodriguez Jr. He'll get a couple yards. That's going to be it. And that's probably going to be it for regulation.
I think so. I think they're going to let both teams are going to let it run and just play for overtime. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you didn't go anywhere. I'm pretty sure you didn't.
All right, we have ended regulation. This is for the District 32 6A Championship. Right now, it is Weslaco 14, home team San Benito 14 at Bobby Morrow Stadium. This is a K-West production.
This is a classic. This is one of the ones that you're going to be talking about a few seasons down the road and say, man, you remember that game? Yeah, all the Panther fans, a sellout crowd, by the way.
Yeah, 12,000.
On both San Benito, the San Benito crowd did a fantastic job of representing their Greyhound Pound, that's for sure. And
You've seen a lot of great games, Football Friday. You
Yep.
worked for 710 Radio for a long time, did games.
Yep.
Is this one of the better games you've ever seen?
This goes back.
We don't want to say it's the best because you've seen a lot.
This is
but
right
one of
up
the
there.
best.
The only time I'll go back and as soon as you said that, it took me back to a few years back when Ed Couchelsa was playing Edinburgh Villa, and it took me back all the way. It took me all the way through to go all the way back, and that's the way it happened. Now over 3,000 viewers here this evening, so we got a lot of folks to say thank you to. But it takes me back to that game, which was in double overtime, by the way. So that was one of those things that ended up happening as well. Scott, go ahead.
All right. Well, again, the PA announcer just said it's been a great season for both teams. So we like the class of the people here at San Benito. Congratulating both teams, the PA announcer just did.
So Coach Stroman won it, right? So he wants the ball. I think that's what Coach Stroman was.
Won the toss.
Oh, San Benito does.
All right.
Okay.
And has elected to go on defense.
Okay. So basically what that does, that tells you a lot about Coach Gomez and how he feels the strength of his defense. He feels, look, our strongest suit is our defense. So we go back and we play defense, we stop them, and then we try to take it ourselves. Now, remember, keep this in mind. Weslaco will try the ball from the 25-yard line. Ball's already sitting there. Mm-hmm. They're going to get a crack at it, a couple of first downs. Now, you can go for a field goal if you like.
Right.
But a touchdown on the ensuing possession that San Benito has will beat you.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. Now, Weslaco, let's say they go down the field and they don't get a point. They turn it over on downs, let's say. Or San Benito does, or whoever.
Right.
The other team, all they need is a field goal to win it. So that's kind of the thinking behind Coach Gomez here. Mm-hmm. This offensive line needs to go out there and win it. And I'm sure the Greyhounds.
Well, listen to the fans.
are thinking to say, man, what a game.
Yeah. Fans are ready to go.
Haven't sat down in over 20 minutes. Must be cramping by now. Everybody needs fluids. All the fans do. All right, here we go.
Boy, this is going to be some finish.
Yeah, that's why I said I hope everybody took their necessary medications for all sorts of things. We got a new coming in. This is what we might be treated to. Champion to be decided in overtime.
Again, Weslaco with the ball at the 25-yard line. Andy Sepulveda at quarterback. Eli Rodriguez Jr. has it. Sepulveda will keep it. Over on the right side, spins and gets about 2.
That's about it. There was a designed quarterback run. Now, I get that. Weslaco's been trying to get that going. Kind of moving Eli to the opposite side, hoping to draw some of the defenders But the issue is, and it's happened all night, those linebackers.
Devin Robinson on the stop.
Yeah, Garcia have been outstanding tonight. They have excellent speed, great athletes on the defensive line.
Gain of 1, ball to 24, 2nd down and 9. Empty backfield. Trips on the left, slot on the right. Looking over to the sideline. Sepulveda getting the play.
Eli's in the slot on the right side. Check out the left side.
Drops back, tosses it up.
Oh boy, that's a flag. Yeah, that's a flag.
There's a flag.
Pass interference there on San Benito. It was a one-on-one. 2 players going for it. Somebody's got to go and get it. Christian Domansky, senior player, out there battling Frankie Trevino, who's got the size on him.
Defense, number 26. 15-yard penalty. Automatic.
So that ball's going to put it near the 10, won't it?
Yeah. Again, if you're an offense, you want to score a touchdown, obviously, right?
Right.
Get the extra point, and then San Benito is going to get their own shot.
Yeah.
From the 25.
So where's the ball right now? Let me see.
Ball's inside
the 9.
10.
It's at the 9, right?
The 9. Now, don't worry about the clock. It's overtime, folks, so it doesn't matter anymore.
So 1st and goal to go from the 9. We're in overtime, tied at 14 between Weslaco and San Benito.
If you're tuning in, boy, did you tune in at the right time.
All right, Andy Sepulveda, all the way quarterback as you'd expect. Looking downfield, throws in the end zone, and it is a touchdown. And the touchdown is made by Jaden.
Yep.
Jaden gets it. Jaden Garcia, 9-yard touchdown reception, puts Weslaco ahead. Extra point attempt coming. What a gutsy call. What a gutsy play.
So we were thinking that was open. They're playing single. They're coming trying to control the run, so there's going to be a lot of single coverage, and that's what it was, and Frankie just had to get it done. That point is up, and it is good. Boy,
all right.
Straight line.
So, on the first series of overtime, Weslaco takes the lead over the Greyhounds of San Benito.
Yep.
It is 21-14. San Benito now gets the opportunity. Obviously, they'll start at their own 25. They've got to score a touchdown, get the extra point, or the game is over, right, Fred?
Right, that's it. A field goal is no good, obviously. It does you anything. They got to score. Now, if they score, this is interesting. This is the first overtime. If they can manage to score here, this will send the game into second overtime. And I was thinking here the game was going to be done earlier. Now we're heading right into overtime. Wesco defense has to show up here.
You're right. I believe we still got Corona at quarterback. Has the ball.
It's going to be Garcia.
It's Garcia. All right, Garcia on the Wildcat.
Yep.
Will get it, and he will go to his right, gets about 5.
They feel that they're trying to take the middleman out, because by the time you give them the ball,
right,
they're trying to take a second off, and that second makes a big difference.
Matt Gomez, we've been calling his name a lot in the second half. He makes the tackle.
He has been active. Matt Gomez has had a fantastic game here so far.
2nd down and 5, ball at the 20. Again.
It's Garcia again and the
right.
Wildcat.
All right, Garcia has the ball. He's going to run to his left, and he is going to get a couple, but still short of the first down.
Yeah, nice patience there by Fabian. That's another thing that we kind of don't mention sometimes, is the fact that Fabian can also do that. Fabian can also cut it back inside, and that's what he's able to do.
It's going to now be 3rd down and 1.
It's a 3rd down now here. This is 4-down territory. There's no such thing as not going for it on 4th down, whether it's a touchdown, field goal, something. Now, they can get a first down here.
All right.
San Benito can.
So they have to get it. It's about the 16, have to get it over the 15-yard line. And once again, the run by Garcia. Looks like he may have fallen forward to about the 14 to get the first down.
So they're kind of switching quarterbacks, and now they put in Atticus.
Was it Atticus the quarterback that last
play?
play?
They're doing this. They're splitting Corona out to the right as a receiver, and they're keeping Atticus along with Fabian Garcia in the backfield. Looks like that's the way they're going to try to attack this. A fresh new set of downs now for this offense for San Benito. Remember, a fumble, an interception, something like that will end it. For this game, San Benito needs to score a touchdown and an extra point.
So it's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Yep. Looks like they are going to keep, they've been moving things around. They're going to go back to Corona at quarterback.
Corona's at quarterback.
And they're going to have, looks like, Garcia in the slot. Give it to Atticus. Atticus
Yeah,
is gonna go right up the
Atticus
middle.
has it, and he'll get a few, right?
Yep, right up the middle there. They're still going, still moving.
Right. We'll see where they finally mark it.
And it picked up a good 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 yards even, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The momentum, it kind of stopped, and then all of a sudden,
Right.
the pack,
Yeah,
bulk
gain
of
of 5.
bodies started moving.
Yeah, so the ball's at about the 10-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 5.
So coming in is R.J. Guzman coming in for Hanks, who needs a breather. Man, this has been a tough game for all this teams here. San Benito needs a touchdown once again, 21-14 overtime. Clock isn't a factor. San Benito needs to score a touchdown. Field goal does him no good here.
Quarterback.
It looks like it's going to be Corona still. They're going to give it to
All right.
Fabian.
And Fabian has it. And he is upended. No gain as he tries to get it inside the 10.
These Panther defenders have been flying. Cáceres along with Luna.
Chris Luna made that tackle.
They've been flying, and this is not the first time we catch it on video. Fabian has been flying, spinning in the air back and forth. This is some hard hitting by this defense.
Actually, a loss of 1, so it's going to be 3rd and 6.
Weslaco here waiting on the call. Corona is waiting. Let's see what kind of they come up here. Corona looks to be the quarterback. They're going to set Garcia in the back along with Atticus. Weslaco has a timeout.
So
if they
Atticus
use
quarterback?
It. No, it's going to be Corona.
Corona, okay.
Corona's going to
Corona
get it.
gives it off. And no gain. No gain. Is that Garcia?
And that was the hardest he's been hit all game.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as he got that ball, 2 Panther receivers, Miguel Rodriguez and Cadena, were there. And they came to an abrupt end for Garcia.
Cadena, Pablo did it.
So if they choose to, San Benito can call a timeout. And I think they are.
4th down and 7 now. A loss of another yard on that play.
So the last time we were here and San Benito needed a touchdown, if you recall, they went for a pass.
Right.
They decided to go and try it, and they ended up getting it to one of their tight ends. It was the number 8 for the Greyhounds. So they'll do that kind of stuff. They'll go back and do if they have to. So if you're West, you got to be on the lookout. Adam Cortez was the one who caught it. So I wonder if you go back to it because, look, it's 4th down, right, and you have 7 yards. That means if you give it to Fabian Garcia, who I don't think anybody else is going to get it, unless you put him as a decoy and give it to Atticus, who's had a great game too. That would be the only option you have, right? I mean, do you want to throw the ball out there? This is a 4th down.
Right.
Remember here, if they can still get a 1st down if they can get to about the 3. So they're still possible to get a 1st down without scoring a touchdown. Get to the 3. I think that's what you want to do. Try to get a 1st down if you can. Weslaco's defense has to come up with the biggest play of the year. Corona is going to be the quarterback.
All right.
Garcia's in the backfield with him.
It's 4th down and 7. And there is a whistle.
Yeah, Coach Strobin's going to ice him. That's something. He had a timeout in his pocket. He said, let me see what they're going to do. And that's a smart move because you would figure San Benito's got their best play out there.
Again, tonight, Weslaco, a couple field goals. Then, of course, the big 68-yard reception by Eli Rodriguez Jr., the 2-point conversion, good to Ethan Carnes, and then, of course, the score in overtime.
Yeah, so, boy, we just kind of have to reset here. It's going to be a big play. Remember, they can get a 1st down. 3-yard line, maybe the 5. I'm trying to see. They can get a 1st down. I'm looking at the sticks. Looks like it's got to be at least the 4. So that happens, that'll be great. Weslaco here. Defense again has to do their job. Rodriguez, Devin Martinez, R.J. Guzman, and Pablo Cadena are your defensive linemen. Matt Gomez, right in the middle of the junior linebacker, along with Estebanes. Luna is at the one corner spot, while Ryan Gonzalez is on the other. Devin Silva's playing safety, and Cáceres is playing safety. That's your defense alignment here for this big play. Watch out here. Here we go.
All right.
We're going to try the best to show it to you. There's a lot of people here.
Is Weslaco about to become district champs?
Are they going to tie it up?
That's
Two
right.
guys in the backfield. Looks
Everybody yelling defense.
Atticus goes one way.
And here
They wanna
goes
throw it
Corona.
in the
He's going to
middle.
throw it. He's got pressure on him. He scrambles toward the left. He gets the ball
Wide open.
off. And wide open touchdown.
Yeah, he threw it towards the middle. Excellent throw there. He waited. Justin Montemayor with a catch. Now the extra point. Yeah. Well, you asked for football, didn't you?
That's right.
We're giving you
Corona
football.
to Justin Mayor.
Yep. We said earlier that when they went last time they needed a touch and they went to a pass, they did it again.
I think that was, about 7 yards?
So watch the snap now. The last time, Atticus did a great job of picking it off the floor.
Yeah, they still got to get the extra point or the game is over.
Right. So watch that. Can Wesco come up and block the kick? We'll see. It's got to be a perfect execution here. Watch the snap. It's nice.
It's up.
And it's good.
It's
That
good.
looks nice.
So after the first round of overtime, it's tied at 21 between Weslaco and San Benito. This is a K-West production.
Okay.
Break down that play. He got open. What happened?
Yeah, it was a breakdown play. You just had to come back to I don't think he wanted to go. He wanted to go to Atticus in the middle. But it was an excellent recognition by number 12, Justin Montemayor, to realize, hey, my quarterback is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I got to throw it. And he just threw it out towards the middle, and standing by himself was Montemayor. Excellent play. Recognition by Corona. And we play again now. Weslaco now.
Right.
We'll go on defense first.
Okay.
San Benito.
To go on defense.
Yep.
To start the second period.
Yeah, San Benito will
First
go on
down,
offense.
San Benito.
So Weslaco on the second round will start. They've decided to be defense. Is that what you said?
Right. So they'll get a chance also. You know, at a point, this is the rule in college, and we'll see if this happens. But after the second overtime in college, they go for 2.
Yeah.
No more extra points.
Yeah.
We'll see if we get there. But right now, Weslaco doesn't want to give up a touchdown, or anything for this man.
And again, our kicker, what's his distance, you feel?
I feel
Say they stop him, and then we
30 yards. It would be in between. He would already be in his range.
Okay. All right. So 1st and 10.
They're going to pass.
Corona back at quarterback. Throws it down. Double coverage, and it's
Intercepted.
intercepted.
Weslaco needs a field goal to win this.
Right. Who got the interception?
That was Luna.
Chris Luna.
All they need is a field goal. And this game is
So
over.
do they go right to where the interception was made?
They go back to the 25-yard line.
All right.
Yeah. Weslaco's already in field goal range. I don't want a field goal at this point.
I don't think they would try this early.
I don't think so either. I think you got to pick up a first down and make it as close as you can for your kicker if you want. So they need a field goal to win this.
Yes.
Keep that in mind. Weslaco has basically, if they don't score, we go into a third overtime.
And by the way,
mighty. I don't know how that works.
Just to make this official, we've been going toward the scoreboard going to the end zone by the scoreboard, so that would be the south end zone.
Hold on there, Scott. Hold on.
All right, they've got trips on the right side, slot on the left, empty backfield.
They're gonna
Sepulveda's going to pass, and he is going to throw downfield, receiver open, and it's caught.
Touchdown!
Touchdown!
Weslaco wins!
Weslaco is the district champions. 32-6A.
Wow! That was touchdown by Frankie Trevino.
Frankie Trevino with the touchdown. Weslaco wins. A 25-yard touchdown pass. Second round of the overtime. Weslaco throws it for the victory. Frankie Trevino with a 25-yard touchdown. Weslaco goes their first district championship since 2015, undefeated in the regular season, 10-0, 5-0 in district. What an amazing turn of events.
Weslaco knew, we're going to go for it now. We're going to finish him now. What a play by Coach Peña, Coach Stroman. Ladies and gentlemen, 32-6A district champs, Walk-off touchdown.
And, of course, Weslaco on to the playoffs. First round next week against the Mission Eagles, 7:30 Bobby Lackey Stadium. Before we close out, any final words, Football Fred?
It took 2 overtimes and a passing touchdown from Andy Sepulveda to Frankie Trevino to end it 26, right? 26, 21.
You don't go for the extra point.
26-21 is your final, just in case you're wondering. Weslaco High they didn't go for the extra point because, remember, they didn't have to because they won with a touchdown.
Yeah.
So 21 and that's 6. That's it.
26-21. Well, I want to thank tonight.
Okay. So go ahead.
Yeah, I want to thank Vinny Berry, great videographer. We were in the stands tonight. Very tough him trying to get the shots, but he got them. That's the main thing.
I got to give it to Vinny, man. He was able to create
an MVP effort. All right.
We're voting for you, MVP, buddy. That's
all
it.
right, and then, of course, our new buddy, Joseph Hales, streaming this tonight.
Yeah.
Appreciate his effort. And I love the PA announcer saying, give a big hand to both teams. They deserve it.
I agree, 100%. Most of these teams are going into the playoffs. They already know who they're playing, but this was for the Golden Trophy that we're going to see in a little bit here.
All right, one final time, Weslaco here at Bobby Morrow Stadium in San Benito defeat the Greyhounds for the District 32 6A title, 26-21. Weslaco, again, got to say it one more time, undefeated. They are 10-0, and they are 5-0 in district. But even for the San Benito fans that might be listening, remember your team going to the playoffs too.
We're going to support each other. That's something that Coach Gomez and Coach Stroman do.
All right.
They're able to do that.
For Football Fred, I'm Scott Harrison. We'll talk to you next Friday night. Have a great weekend. This has been a K-West production.